So I have to roll over to my channel and pick it up. Hey, folks, I am live with Matt from Electric All Wheel.
Yo.
Um, the
Good
last time
evening.
we were the last time we were on a live together, I was actually down there in Florida, and for like
Yes,
what
you
was it,
were.
4 days? 4 days. We did all kinds of crazy stuff during that time.
Yeah,
So
and it started right off the bat too. It was
no, there
nonstop.
was no playing around. Like right when I got there,
Yeah.
right when I got there, we
Yeah.
hopped on the Predator and the Warrior, and we're like, and we're gone. All
I
right,
don't
so.
I have zero regrets. I'll say that.
Oh, me too. Me too. I had a great time down there actually.
I have not
So,
gone back and watched the birthday video. So
the birthday video.
yeah, where we were out with the Predator, right? Wasn't it? It was just late night live on with the Predator doing
Oh,
the
yeah.
throttle and
Oh,
then
that's
just
right. It
talking
was
about
your birthday.
shenanigans. Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
gosh. Yeah.
gosh. hmm
No.
Don't do
Yeah.
it. Nobody else go look either. We're bury that in the depths of YouTube hell.
Hang on. I gotta see if please do not kick me off. I'm putting myself on our Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah.
Because the last one I got booted off my own live with Mike Marmo. I'm like, what happened? What's going on
Do
with
you have
that?
enough battery?
Yeah, dude, I'm at like 86%. So, and I can plug mine in from where I'm at.
Yeah, sure.
All right, welcome people. Once again, I'm with Matt from Electric All Wheel, and Matt's
Joey.
been up to all kinds of stuff.
Oh
He's
yeah.
been he's been working on all. You've been doing your Mr. Gadget stuff to your bikes, is what I kind of consider it. And we're
Yeah.
gonna first of all let's give Cozy Drone the notification that he was first. Right? He wants it. He's like, please give me
He's
this. He
got a
lives in his mother's
trophy
basement.
and a medal. He's got a
Guy's living on
smiley
government.
face.
He's living on government cheese, man. We got to do something for this dude.
You win. You are number one.
Matter of fact, we can actually hop in and answer some of these things from like Jeff Gabois, which I think I say that right by now. He pops in, he seems to pop in on all the lives, but he
Yeah.
heard about Aventon's new bike coming. And my question to him is, which one? Oh, I know
I
all
mean,
kinds of stuff that I can't tell you guys. So I'm just kind of curious on which one he knows.
and
Um,
I know vicariously through you for most of the major brand stuff. So
yeah, we know it's
right?
well. And for those who don't know, Matt is going to be joining me at CES on January 6th through 8th. So we're going to be
In
hanging
Las
out
Vegas.
in Las Vegas. I've already got a special invite from Segway to get my hands on their new bike that's
Yeah.
coming out. So we have to go off to some off course area
I
to
put a guy on Cyber and I pointed right to your video today when I was out at a bike shop. He's like, "What do you do?" Because it was the most incredible bike shop I've been in Florida up to this point. And I'm like, "Oh, YouTube channel, et cetera, et cetera." He's like, "You need to come back." He's like, "What do you ride? And what do you think is the best out there?" I'm like, "To be quite honest, the Segway Cyber." And I was on the Alpha at the time, and I'm standing in front of it. I'm like, Segway Cyber." Like, there's
Segway.
nothing you cannot. It's just unbelievable ride, just for what it is. If they made that thing in a full size 26, I'm on it all day, twice on Sunday.
Um, yeah, you are definitely a magician guy. Matter of fact, I have not seen Jeff Gaboy says that the Magician Mini review was out today by Tail Happy. I have not seen that yet. Um, I didn't know that was out. So, which I have ordered one. I know you've ordered one as well. Mine's coming out. I ordered a white one. I don't know what color you ordered.
I don't know either. I think
Yeah,
it's an orange, but I'm not
orange
positive.
one. Yeah.
Um,
Adam, what?
I was gonna ask you, how do you feel like where we sit in terms of the pecking order for YouTube? Like, it just makes it hard to break into that. So
Break
I
into what?
I find resolve in electric all wheels saying, do something different. Do just make it totally different so it doesn't the inner jealousy of not having the alpha in my hands right now doesn't just run wild in my brain.
You mean the Alpha Mini?
Yeah, the alpha mini. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I mean, you got to understand. I mean, when it came to Matt from Tell Happy, he was the first one that represented their brand, right? So, and he has a huge following. So, um, so I mean, of course, they're going to send him all the new stuff. I mean, I mean that's kind of how it is with like a Benton and I and Bellatrix and I, right? Like once you kind of get in good with a brand, then
Never let it
they
go.
start to send you all their bikes. Yeah, so they'll send me bikes before they'll send other people bikes. I mean, I got a bike coming from Bellatrix right now that doesn't come out until February. So
Yeah.
right, so it's like pecking order, dude. When it we're small, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we just are. I'm looking at the comments here. Adam A says, "God, I'm surprised you're not watching John Cena's final WWE match. Didn't you work well out with him, the goat?" And the question is, yes, I spent 2 days with John Cena back in 2018.
In a
Um,
Bane mask, going
in a
uphill both ways in the
I
snow.
back in the day, I had a what is it? An alter ego, which was Bane at 50. What if Bane from Batman didn't die and was over 50 trying to live a normal life in Gotham? I did a whole video series on that. One of the things is I was learning to become a personal trainer, and John Cena was the ambassador for that organization, which was FitOps, which they've changed the name, but either way. And and John Cena, and so he comes and we're working out with him for 2 days, and I walk up to him. I'm like, "Hey, John, you want to work out with Bane?" And he goes, "Fuck." Right. So then I came back with the Bane mask and the glove, which I show in my videos that he wore that because of carpal tunnel. I don't know if you knew that, but apparently Bane from Batman had really bad carpal tunnel, and so that's why he had the wrist strap. Or at least that's what I. At
And
least that's
you
how
wore
I.
it to look cool.
Yeah, I was like, I know. I'm just like, this is why he put it on. Um, and so yeah, but I don't watch WWE because all that stuff is fake, and I would rather be here live with Matt than watching John. Although I used to see John on FaceTime calls with the organization, and I loved it because he called me the creepy old guy because I would say the most crazy, inappropriate things to him while he was trying to be serious. So,
Also, it's fake but entertaining. Like, let's not.
mm, yeah,
I need some theme music, a good
yeah.
intro, and I'm all about it.
So, funny question. I'm surprised that Adam knew that. Let me see. Thank you.
Is
Road Trip Buddy says, "We are awesome." I'm assuming he's talking about you and I. Joey's
that's
e-bike
me? So
adventures.
sweet.
Joey's e-bikes adventures. Like getting my apple juice ready. Here's the thing. I've spent all day sitting around drinking nothing but apple juice, so I've switched to water.
Good for you.
Hmm.
I've had an adventure. Today's been an adventure, so
Yeah,
I have my apple juice now, and I'm prepared for the next 5 hours of conversation because we can never seem to turn off the live videos, so I
dude.
know what's coming.
I mean, the longest live video I had was with Mike Marmo, and that was because I got booted off, and it ran for an additional 20 minutes because I was not able to get back on and shut it off. I'm like,
Not
this thing is
here,
gonna.
boyo.
I'm like, this thing is
Not
gonna be
us.
running. It's gonna be running in the morning when I wake up. I thought that live was still gonna be on. I just ended up going to bed. I couldn't do anything to turn it off or anything. Um, Generation E-Bikes, I see you. You're like, what's up, gentlemen? Thank you for joining us. Gary E-Bike Adventures. This is where Gary hops on board so he can figure out how to steal all of the ways that I'm doing these lives.
He ain't gonna
And
steal nothing. Gary's
I
got
know,
his
I'm
own
kidding.
flavor, his own vibe. That setup is
I know.
nice, by the way, Gary. Like, I
Yeah,
hope
no,
like you get a bigger TV. Like,
well, he
just
said he had one on
lay it
order.
all
I don't
out
know.
there.
Yeah, he said he has a bigger one on order. So, but dude, once you figure out the live, it's going to be super easy.
You need like high bar stool swivels, like the nice ones, the super duper like deep cush, so you can just sit down into them, but you're tall.
So
Almost what I
Trail,
was hoping for with these chairs, but it didn't. It's not that.
yeah, Trails Park MTB. Is there a new Rambless coming? I don't know if it's a new. I don't know. I don't think they're calling it the Rambless. I do know that it's full suspension. They people got a glimpse of it or a glimpse of it at Sea Otter last year. So it's coming. I don't know anything about it. Um, I'm hoping that I know two companies are coming out with a lot of bikes next year, and I'm super excited about it. And that's Advent and Trike. I'm not going to tell you how many or what they are, but just know that you're going to be seeing a lot of stuff from Event and Velotrek next year. And I'm hoping that the full suspension bike is supposed to be one of them. I just don't know anything about it yet. Uh,
from
did I? So in
from
Generation E Bikes,
Aventon.
he's like, "What's an Adventon?" It's Aventon. Look, I'm from Indiana, bro. So you get what you get. My wife says I have a southern twang, but she's from Switzerland. So
Can you
what are
see
you doing?
this?
I can. What are you doing? What is that?
Look, can you see what that is? Look
I
at all
can't.
the bikes in that thing. Can you
Is
see
that the
those?
shop that you were at?
My man, look at all the bikes in that shop. Like it
That
keeps
shop has to
going.
be huge.
And he's
That's
gonna
who
double up.
that's who you need to work with right there.
Look at he's got that trike from Velotric in there.
Yeah. Look, that trike is like the Cadillac of V-Trikes, dude. I mean, I've said that, but I haven't reviewed all the trikes out there. I get it. So before you guys come at me about the dual motor ones and stuff, I haven't reviewed them. Yeah, I'm just excited with the stuff that Velotrek and Aventon is coming out with this year.
Yeah, I'm jealous, honestly. I'm just like, I want to be there with you.
Good
All
evening, Rob e-biker or Rob e-bike from New England, and Cleveland Francis. He's like, when are you guys going to do a Magician Alpha Mini review? Well, here's the thing, we're just like you, right? Like we had to order. We did the pre-order on the minis just like you guys have done. So whenever those start coming out, then we'll do the review. Now, Matt, is this still the shop? Is it? Are we still not?
bro, that's what I'm trying to get across to you. Like you
I'm
doing it right
watching, but I'm
there.
like, is this thing still going on?
It's still going. Like mock wheel, hay bike. He had
It's
Jayceon. He
they sell
had
everything.
Velotric. He had it all. Like look at the Horizon. He
Yeah,
had
which
he had like
he had the
two
Miami
two of the
Vice one
premium.
too.
Yeah, like he had two of the really nice ones.
Yeah, no, that's a nice
It
shop.
was
Where
sick.
is that close to where you're at? We'll have to visit that the next time I'm down.
It's like 30 minutes away, but it's worth it,
Yeah,
right?
that ain't
And if
nothing.
you're
That ain't nothing.
speeding on an Alpha, it's you don't really worry
What's
about
that
it.
pink one? Is it? Wait, what are those? Are those
Uh
73s, Super 73s?
no,
Were
they
they?
are Revy bikes, believe
Yeah.
it or not,
Hmm.
which
Um.
I've that's their newer body style. So
Yeah. So Cleveland, we have to wait till like normal people get them. I don't think they're going to send them to us early. You know. Um.
yeah, I
Yeah,
want to be
road trip
normal.
buddy. I can't tell you, dude. I can't tell you what new bikes Aventon's coming out with. Um, I have
Uh,
I have an NDA. I have a top secret clearance. You know what, guys? There's things that I know that I haven't told myself. Okay, that's how that works. Um,
uh-huh. I have a Ranger in front of me. So the plan with this is to get his ass down here while it's cold, and we'll go at it with the Escape bikes Ranger and the Alpha Mini. So
yeah,
I'll
but you
have
don't.
one. I'll have
Yeah, but I'll because of Matt. I have also ordered an Escape Ranger.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
as you
I swear to
should.
you, our friendship, you've cost me more money
That's not my fault.
than any of my other friends. I mean,
Introducing you to good taste is a blessing, not a curse. I promise. You're
um,
welcome.
oh, here's a quick from Ed Chavez. He wants to know, Matt, what's happening with the dual crown forks to fit the wired scout?
They're on their way.
Yes.
My biggest concern right now is logistics, right? Outbound logistics. But they're over halfway here. They're on the boat, and it's almost here.
Um, let's see. Rob Ebike says, watch Gary's snow ride that came out today. He's the man. Just so you know, I did it before he did. So
Gary's e-bike? What bike to what
I don't
bike was
know.
he
I
on?
don't know. I don't know. I have
Hold
no idea.
please. I gotta figure this out.
Oh, Gary says that the mini that yeah, so the mini was a prototype. And I think it's probably with Gary too. He's probably done it as well where he'll receive a prototype bike. I've done it with who have
The
I done it with?
Labrador.
Oh,
Oh
the
my
Pucky
god.
Puppy Labrador. You just snow ride with the Labrador. I don't think that's
Yeah, he
all-wheel
just put out the
drive.
Labrador.
Yeah.
Labrador Pro. The thumbnail is in the snow, like the bottom eighth of the whole wheel or the tire you can't even see because it's in this cold, wet, white mess.
Yeah, been
Gross.
there. Been there.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Um,
Look, I'm outside, folks. Welcome to Florida. Second summer. You're wait, I just went to this store today called Yank Local. It's like Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, but go ho ho home, right? You ain't local.
right.
It's like all
That's
Florida all the time.
rude.
I'm sorry,
Um,
bro.
I
Yeah.
mean, it just seems rude. Let's see.
Golly. I can't believe you guys are riding around in the snow. I'm a wuss.
Dude, I mean, I've got probably like 11 bikes that I still need to review for the winter time. I mean, it's just yikes. Which I was today it was only 8 degrees, I think.
Nope.
Negative
Nope. 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 Nope.
felt like -2. I think
Uh-uh.
tomorrow's supposed to be
Ain't
12.
doing that
So
business.
I want to
Gross.
start. I have the Utopia, the Carbon Classic, and I think I'll do specs on it tomorrow out in 12-degree weather, and then I will do the road the road test on it on Monday in I think the weather's supposed to be, what is it, 20? Hang on, I'm pulling up my weather chart here.
Mike
Sunday, oh, so it'll
Mitchell.
be 14 degrees. It'll be 14 degrees tomorrow. And then on Monday, oh, 26. I might
Gross.
not even wear a coat, dude. I mean, it's 26.
Do you get like the
So
icicles in your beard when you do
I've
this thing? Like,
been,
does it
no,
get like this the frozen snot on your mustache?
not yet. I did when I climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, dude. I look like a
Gross.
freaking snow monster.
Mm. The
Um,
abominable.
so with apple juice holders on the chairs for Gary.
Got your
Somebody,
back, Gary.
Joey's e-bikes adventure says he smells a Discover 3 coming. You know, that would make sense because they've had the Discover 2 out for like 2 years. So um
Look,
all I
that
can say
Discover
is
2 is legit. Like they don't like right now, given all the bikes on the market, even if they never made another one, that thing would sustain. I all I can say is it better not end up like the XP4. You know what I mean? To the
yeah.
XP3 because the
Well, why is
XP3 like
that?
hit it right on
Because
the
I never
head and the
reviewed.
4 went in. And it just I don't know, it didn't feel right, and there's just so much that got taken away with the XP4, so my thought is, right, so long as they advance in a positive way, having the dual sensor, right, cadence torque, right, being able to switch that and doing all the goodies,
Mhm.
um, my biggest fear is they're gonna try and compete more with the Venton, so you know how I feel about being tethered to my phone.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, well, with the Velotric app, I mean, that's where you would the I mean, once you, and also with the vent, dude, once you set it, unless you're trying to lock the bike up or pull the battery out, then you don't need to use the app. And I mean, Velotric, they don't have the same kind of security features that, like, they didn't have all of that like Event has. So I will be interested to see what, if they do an update to the Discover, which I guess it would be called the Discover 3. Um, like, what's that going to look like? Are they changing the body style? Are they changing,
I
something's got to change. But I mean, if it's so refined, like, what are you going to do to improve on this
Exactly,
bike?
that's what I'm saying, it's so good, right? I hope that they just keep the 2 on the market and drop the price and put it out because you can just run volume sales.
Well, but they're gonna do
I
something.
know, and they're gonna discontinue, it'll be fine. I'll get over it.
Um, good. E-biker Ronnie, that's my buddy right there. He says, "Good evening, gentlemen. I really enjoy your channels and the content." Ronnie is also he started to do YouTube videos.
Mm,
He also has a Discover 2. Matter of fact, he went through multiple bikes, and then I told him about the Discover 2, and then he tried it and he fell in love with it.
good job for
Um,
you. Welcome to the grind. It doesn't get easier. You just have to grow your passion for it, I suppose, and
yeah.
not lose your head.
Seaside Lofty says, "Want to hear a joke?" I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Are you saying you want to hear a joke, or are you trying to tell us a joke? That's the question. Mike Rochester, our boy, he's up in here. If it would, I know he's dying to get on this live. Um,
It's alright,
I know,
Mike.
I know
We
he
still love
is.
you. All
I
right,
know he
Scott,
is.
let's pick a topic and go down the road. We let
All right.
them hash
I
it
would
out in
like
the chat.
I would like to start off with I am very interested about this project that you showed me today about adding a third battery to the Magician Alpha and tested it.
Yeah. So today, after a little bit of hard work, I cut into the um, power line or power cable off the rear, spliced in XT90, solder sealed it up, heat shrinked it, brought it back to normal, put a big papa bike case rear rack bag on an MIK tray, and then got a metal encased 72 volt 20 amp hour battery and placed a third battery on the rear rack. It looks pretty, it looks really good. And to vent some frustration and just get through the satisfaction or the worry of whether or not it will work, I took it out. I ran 47.3 miles by the trip meter on the bike at an average speed of over 20 miles an hour, and you can imagine what that's like if you're starting and stopping, dealing with the traffic signaling, intersections, etc. Don't tell on me either, because if you do the math, you know what's happening. And I came back after 47 plus miles with 29% battery, riding riding my way, and I
I know
was
your way.
ecstatic. Yeah, it's it was pleasing, right, to be able to crank it up, just it's not unlimited high speed passes, but I didn't worry about it at all, and I sustained, a plus 35 mile an hour run for easily 3 to 4 minutes, and then come off of it and just get right back into it. It never glitched, never stopped. So it's the factory balancer and then a second 60 amp balancer. One of our kits from Electric All Wheel is inside the Big Papa bag with the 72 volt battery. I got to get all this stuff ready, edit the video. We put out a video today of just me swapping the balancer in the Magician Alpha, and that was so I could test to make sure that the bike didn't react in any kind of negative way to that balancer, and that balancer was used in what I did today for the third battery. So 50 amp hours total, 50 miles. I know this doesn't get to the range, but please know that I did not ride in any kind of docile way. I was booking it as much as I possibly could to try and stress everything, and it just came back in one piece. That's what I'm happy about. And that's the alpha batch 1 where the controller went out.
Hmm.
So that was in the back of my head too.
Right, like you're like, oh, I'm gonna get out
Like,
there and
yeah,
I'm smoke the controller
30 miles out,
again,
yeah. Yeah,
again.
please,
Well,
no thank you.
so well, and so my first question is because you put a 20 amp hour battery on the back of that, on top of the 15 that was already, or the 10 that's on the back of there, right? You put
Yeah.
it on top of the rack, and my first question to you was that had to be extremely tail heavy or tail heavy.
Mhm.
All the weight was on the rear, but you said you went hands free during the
Oh, yeah,
for a long
25, 30
time.
miles an hour, hands free, I've got it on video. Um, I know that some people are experiencing wobble, and it makes me wonder if the headsets are tight enough. It I was able to steer. Yes, it's heavy. What I'm really surprised about, what I liked, is the kickstand held it, right? That kickstand, like, it's that straight cut flush
Yeah.
kickstand, so if the bike rocks forward, that thing's gonna collapse, but it held up, right? I stopped, I went and ate, I stopped in Dunedin because there was the Christmas parade. There's a ton of stuff happening today, uh, and offshoots from the trail and then from the route going south to St. Petersburg. So uh, it was like normal except heavier, right? Fast and just a range that goes on for days, which is in my when you equivalate that for what I want, it's I can be as throttle happy as I wanna be, and that's what I love.
Yeah, well, I thought
Also,
that was yeah.
if I thumbs up this video right now, is that's I don't I think
How do
that's
we
good.
how
I'm
do I
just
thumbs
gonna
up a
do it.
video? Can I thumbs
You're
up my own
I'm
video?
watching this is how I'm seeing you. Like, I'm watching myself in the
Can I
5-second
thumbs
delay
up?
just to make sure that everything's okay.
I think I don't have a thumbs up for because I guess I'm the host. Um,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I always find that funny when like somebody makes a comment, but then like thumbs up their own comment. Normally those are scammers that do that. So I don't do it. Let's see. Let's go back here into the comments section. Well, when do you think that video is going to be out on the third battery and test ride and all that?
Well, um, yours truly got suckered into not suckered, I was looking and had feelers out, and iScooter sent me an iX3, an 800-watt, iX3 scooter, and so I I cut my teeth first time on a scooter, and so I had to finish that just because of my obligations, and then I also have the, XP trike. So, the triple battery alpha is just my play in between. I still have yet to do a review on the alpha. I'm just trying to beat it up, right? I wanna know,
Yeah, yeah.
and I've
Stress
got
test it.
like 400 miles on the step over and about 250 on the step through total life, and I would say 75% of all of those miles are mine. And so I just, I've been on them both when the controllers went out. I've changed the freewheel on the step over. Um, Gone into and I today I cut the wiring on the rear power lead, so, I'm all about it, I just wanna know what it's gonna end up being like. It has been outside, like, I leave it under the cover and outside to see what's going on there. It doesn't weather well, like, the handlebars don't weather well, they get spotty, but the paint cleans up nice. The rims are good, however, it seems as if there's, like, any kinda organic that might grow on the handlebar will, and it mutes and Fs up the paint. So, just know that.
So
Not
nice
the
little,
body paint, but the handlebars.
it's a nice little petri dish on your
Mhm.
handlebars. Nice.
Yep.
So road trip buddy wants to know what are your top five e-bike brands as of this moment?
You first.
All right. I'm gonna say, well, Aventon, because I'm a Aventon fanboy. Velotrek, one of their fanboys as well. I would say Segway. See, it really depends on the type of bike, and I'm only going off of like
Yeah.
the style of bikes that they've had and like customer support and stuff like that. Obviously, electrics in there. I'm not doing these in like any particular order. I'm just giving you the top five. Um, and I mean everything with the. I'm either did I say hey bike? I can't remember. Event and Velotrek,
Um,
Segway,
but yeah.
electric. Um, yeah, and hey bike. I think. Yeah. Oh my gosh, they just sent me. So one of my favorite hay bikes was the Ranger S, the 1,000-watt version, and apparently they have a Ranger S2, and they just sent it to me. Now apparently it's
1,000
one that
or is it
I don't know.
750?
I don't know. I don't know. Apparently it's I don't know if they make the two in 1,000, but it's one that apparently you can only get at Best Buy. It's like black. It's like
Oh,
matte
yeah.
black and all white, and I just dig the look of it. I'm you know
Poco
I can't believe I haven't looked it up.
mm, coming
I
out like
mean,
the government
no,
edition.
the Gov edition,
Yeah.
but the Aerial Rider Government edition. I got it. And that's going to stick with me forever because Tim was joking around and said that. But like, damn it, Tim. Now, like, I feel like if I get another bike from Aerial Rider, like I need for it to look military wise, like with the paint scheme or whatever, if that's an option, just so I can
Alright.
keep the whole Aerial Rider Government edition going.
It's 60 volts. Listen, before we get off track, I wanna round this out. You said electric, a
Hmm.
Venton, Velotric, Haybike, and who else?
Segway,
Segway.
just because they have a nice product. I mean, it's my favorite. it just seems like all their stuff is like high quality, you know? I mean, from the scooter that I reviewed to the bike.
All right, personal favorites. I'll give you Segway. Sure, like straight away you can have one of the digits. That thing is just unbelievable. If you could put that on a 26er, I keep repeating this, but if they could put it on a 26 by 4 like
They
wheel
did,
frame, like
dude. They did.
no,
It's
it is
called the
not the
Safari.
same.
I
No, it
know.
is
I
not. It is
know.
not that. It is not the same at all. Like the build out isn't there. The
I know.
refinement isn't there. It is not
Well,
that.
I know.
All right, I'll step away. Uh, Wired, right? With everything that that comes with, that bike is a blast, right?
I mean,
And
it's kind of hard
there's
to just leave it to five. I know
yeah,
to five come because there's
these are
like
my
at least
personals,
10.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If there's a different story if you're asking me to recommend a bike, but here we go. So Segway, Wired, Magician,
Of course.
um, and I have limited time on the Escape Ranger, but man, that is crawling right up there. And he has a pretty good assortment of bikes that like fit into this class that I'm naming off right now. And then electric because it's near and dear to my heart. Number one, customer service.
Yeah.
Electric is also on like the bikes I would recommend list. And once it goes there, it's electric, Velotric. I'll give Aventon an honorable mention, maybe. Um, I look and hope that King Bull can bring it, one day, right? I think they
Ooh.
like, they're almost there, but they're not they're coming, they're trying, but I don't know if they're gonna make it. And then Hey Bike, right? I had a lot of issues with Hey Bike back in the day with the app, and that thing every now and then gets junked up, but the bikes themselves, oh my goodness, right?
Mhm.
Packing 1,000 into that Ranger that's that is a really nice ride, and
Yeah,
it's
that thing is
lightweight.
so aggressive. I mean, because
Yeah,
see, okay, when they're talking about like, because when I was talking to Pete from Wired, right? And we're talking about like, dude, do a freaking 20-inch wired bike, right? Like Magician was like, yeah, yeah, hold my
yeah,
beer. Like, we'll do that, right? And and I think, okay, that A bike kind of did it first with their Ranger S1000.
yeah.
Very powerful, very aggressive, super fun to ride. So I feel like, and they're like, this is how it's done. Step through, I mean, now it's not a dual battery like the Magician Mini is or the Ranger is, but it's good to know. Okay,
I
so we
may
have
have
51.
told you this.
Wait a minute, hang on.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I may have
No.
told you this, but I sent over 120 emails and correspondence trying to get them to understand what they were doing with the throttle unlock with their application, and they being Hey Bike. And it took a year and a half for them to get it fixed. And once they did, Lily reached back out and got me one, and it was just like, yes, this is the way it should have been.
Slow learners. So right now, if you guys are just hopping in, I'm with Matt from Electric All Wheel. This is Bike Talk. I don't know if you've been on here for a little bit, but we're talking about bikes. That's what we do. Um, I'm looking at some of the.
It's like
I could have swore I
there's
saw.
it's a deluge of stuff going on here.
Run Bike Mike said he would love to see a self-switching sensor. Is what he wants. I don't know if he was talking about the. Well, I mean,
It
I
like
think at that time we were talking about the the potential new bikes for
yeah.
Velotric.
Mike Mitchell, what do you
Yeah.
mean? Like, can you describe that a little bit more in a blurb so I
Well, I
understand?
think what he means is like on the Pucky Puppy, the Golden R Pro, it's a torque sensor, but once you get over a certain speed, then it turns into cadence. So it self switches.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Wow.
what I thought was nice about that bike
I
and you
wish
feel it, you can tell it, like when it switches over, you're like, ooh, cadence mode.
I wish that somebody alright, so I've been on the Tomberlin that had the automatic Bafang, motor, like the two-speed automatic, and it had the carbon belt drive on it. It was on the Tomberlin Moab, but I wish one of these high volume retail sales, major name brands would pick that up because, oh my goodness, especially for the class 2, 3 stuff, the switch is in like, the transmission is in the motor, so it's a single unit, there's no, you're not, like, having to do a mid-drive combo. and it's just seamless, and you're getting up there to, like, 22, 23, and then you feel the transmission go, and it's just like, "Wah," and you're out 28 miles an hour, and it's limited, right, by the settings, so you know that it can be opened up, and it was an unbelievable ride. I wish that somebody would pick that up, and if somebody doesn't and I get enough money, Electric All Wheel's gonna have it, 'cause that was
And
it was
it
an
sounds dope.
unbelievable bike, yes. And they put it on one
Uh,
of the Adventure. So if you think about the Adventure 2 frame,
yeah.
Tomerlin, that frame was what Tomerlin put it on, so the components were, like, the equivalent of, like, 3 times of the perceived value of the frame. It looked like a sleeper. You're just like, "This is generic nothing," and then you get on it, and you're just like, "Holy crap, this is unreal," and it was all Bafang too. I love that bike.
Yeah, I was very impressed with the Magician Atlas and that Bafang mid-drive motor.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Well,
I
here's
can
the thing.
imagine.
Everything like just feels smooth. So like when you, because like when you're shifting gears and you're doing it like while you're climbing or when it's under load, um, so it has like this sensor in the cabling so that like when you're switching gears and stuff, it doesn't clunk like some of the mid drives do when you're, and so it just saves on everything, whether it be the chain or so it was just, I'm impressed with that. I haven't done the full
Yeah.
review on it yet, but man, that was, I am very happy with the um, Magician Atlas, and I just saw where they're sending me the 29 by threes. Although this isn't the weather for it, I'm gonna rock those. I'm gonna rock those 26 by 4.8. Um, tire. I might want to do some more snow riding with it. I saw some studded tires that I can get for that are 4.8. So I don't know. I'm debating it because I think I might want to ride that bike on normal ground as well. Let's take a look at some of the comments here.
Are you gonna
Um,
come in February? If we can't get January done, are you coming in February? It may
I
be
could come in.
cold
I
here.
could come in. Yeah, really. What's your version of cold? Like what, 60?
Yeah, 60, 60
Yeah,
tops,
you
get you
poor
down to
thing. You're
60.
so brave. You're so
I
brave.
appreciate you
I
caring for
yeah,
me. Yeah, I have
yeah,
to get out a jacket for that, so you better
yeah.
watch the way you're talking to me,
I
okay?
will bring a light windbreaker for 60.
Fine, I don't care if you bring a wife beater, like the tea, like, it doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna be in a jacket with the winter gloves, the parka style, like, covering the face, maybe the headband, and, like, all the
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
Mhm.
adorable. Um, let's see, what have we got here? Uh, I'm going back, like I'm going like back here.
Y'all stop making fun of me. 60 degrees is cold, all right? It's humid here. It pierces to the bone, okay? It's
Oh my God,
freezing.
why don't you come up in February instead of me coming down, and we'll see if you survive one ride
I
out in
would,
12
but
degree weather.
is your wife gonna be happy that I'm gonna be there? Is there gonna be enough,
She loves you.
apple juice? Is there gonna be enough apple juice, 1?
Look,
And 2,
we have
are
a
there
person that
enough
makes us apple juice when you're here.
is there enough winter clothing to cover and also, will I be able to move on the bike, right? One thing I noticed wearing gloves is I when I release, the gloves will hold grip on the throttles, and I'm not used to that, right?
Oh yeah, because you have to
Like, you
totally,
gotta, like, rack your hand
dude. That's
back just to
why
make
you
it
don't
let
have
go.
that when you don't. Another reason why you should have a thumb throttle. You don't have that issue,
Thank you.
right?
See? See?
Thumb
I
throttles, baby,
I like
all
what you
day.
did there, man. Yeah.
Either that or full twist. Um, let
Yeah.
me.
We are working on an Emoto. We have a sample for an Emoto, style full throttle coming that will fit the generic 3-pin, and then we're gonna couple that with the universal harness, and then separately, we're gonna sell the universal harness without the throttle kit because you get a lot of that. Um, it's just hard for people, like, you don't want they don't wanna buy 6 different versions of throttle on Amazon until they find the right one, so it is easier to pick up the harness and go. Plus, it comes if you get the kit, you get, like, the grips and the wrap and everything else, but a lot of people just need the harness so they can get their job done.
Mhm.
Shameless plug, sorry to cut you off.
Good night, come here. Let me see. Easy E has made it into the house. Hello, buddy. Oh, Seiko e-bike. Are you planning to review quad e-bikes? I would if have not been introduced to any at all. And I think I've only seen, where did I see one at? I haven't even seen them. So I mean, I would. just because I'm curious. I would at least review one to see. I mean, I reviewed an AI wheelchair that actually they're bringing it here to Chicago this week coming up. And I said, I want to, I'm like, dude, I go, bring it here. I want to do a real world test on it. We're going to put it on the train. I want to see if it'll go on the bus here in downtown Chicago. I'm going to see how it handles on the streets. I mean, I'm just curious about it. So yeah, of course, I would review a quad e-bike. I know Matt, you would review one as well if one was presented.
So yes, but already in my head, it's like, where the hell am I going to put this thing?
Dude,
You know what I mean?
what do you think? I don't have the room you
Like
have.
trikes on trikes. Like, but I think about how much room a trike takes, and I think like a quad. It's
Yeah,
good for the appeal, right? It's really on that front, and yes, it would be fun. But it's like, holy cow, they take up so much room.
yeah, yeah. Luckily, I just now uh, trike free. I was able to. I had so many bikes coming in that I was able to sell them and leave room for more bikes that are coming. And I'm still. I think I'm going to be busting at the seams. If I have to keep bikes in the house, my wife's going to just murder me.
Yeah, it's not a
Um,
chance. You have no
yeah,
chance with that. Sorry.
I have no chance. And I have no other place to put it besides just like the bike shop puts it together and be like, can you just leave that there until it's time for me to review it?
Can I jump
Um,
in on one?
jumping on what?
Vnum88 says, guys, I'm buying my first e-bike. Please help the Filato Falcon or the Tudio Andrea. Straight away, 52 versus 60. If they're built correctly, there's nothing in comparison to a 60. Scott and I, when we did Bike to Drive, we came up on the Falcon while we were on the Warriors, and it held up. The guy chased
That was a good
after
looking
us like,
bike.
yeah, it was fine. So if you there it is. That's my recommendation. Go with the Falcon.
Yeah, I would say that too. I just only because um, every time I do an all-wheel drive bike, people are talking about they're like how the Philadelphia Falcon like is much better, and I'm like, well, I don't know because I don't have that bike. They haven't, I haven't reviewed a single one of those.
I
So,
mean,
but
it's dual motor, so like
yeah,
it's just that combination puts it in the realm. It's not anywhere near predator status, I would say, but when you're ripping it on a single motor or single rear hub, okay, yeah, definitely. And then when you start talking about the price of it, like I'm looking at it right now, it's like $1,600. Like, holy hell, give me
wait
on
a minute,
that.
the Falcon 1600.
Yeah, that 60-volt dual motor electric bike, full suspension, Filato Falcon. And
Mm,
then
is that the camouflage one that we saw, or is that they charge more for that?
I camos on pre-order, so they probably sold out.
Yeah.
But you
Well,
can
I
get
mean,
an
those were
orange one.
just, yeah, those were just good looking though. So I get it.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Matt. Oh, this is from West Gank Productions. Matt, could you say the name of the bike you were talking about with the
I got
components
him.
going on the Adventure 2?
I sent it right after. I put a comment right after he wrote that.
Oh, you
I
did.
took
I'm
care of
sorry.
you, bro.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'm looking at it on the computer and not the ones on so I'm like a few seconds behind. I'm deep into the comments section here. Um,
Tumbling Moab. That's what that was.
let's see. Wait a minute. Where did I see somebody said I wish it was 60 degrees in Chicago right now? And road trip buddy, I wish it was 60 degrees in Chicago right now. Are you in Chicago? Uh, I mean, I wish it was 60 degrees in Chicago right now as well, but if somebody's making that comment, normally it's because they're from here. All right, so
We
Gary, he
can
just
we
bought
can call this Chicago. This is Chicago. It's a
yeah,
little
right.
Chicago.
Yeah, because the big fern bushes give it away. Um,
Yes,
because there's
ferns.
tons of them around here, especially in the city.
Palms.
Gary
Palms,
from E-Bike
Scott.
Adventures. Oh, palms. That's right. Little palm tree things. Palm thingies. I
Yeah.
like to use
Mhm.
official nomenclatures when I talk about stuff.
Yeah.
Gary's E-Bike Adventure. He just bought 26 by 8 studded snow tires for his Victor Spiffing mid-drive 52 volts. So that has to be the same motor that is in the Atlas. I'm assuming. Gary, tell me if
Mhm.
it is. Tell me if it is, Gary.
All these
Um,
guys are talking about studded snow tires in the chat too. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't, what kind of hell are y'all living in? Like, this is
yeah,
awful.
dude. It just. I
Changing
mean, oh,
tires sucks.
so let me tell you. Normally I keep my uh, scooter out in the garage, and I will use it to go to the gym because it's just super easy. But now, unless I can remove the battery out of the bike or whatever, then it just has to sit in storage where it stays at like 55 degrees. So, now I can't use my scooter because I'm not having the battery freeze out in this weather.
Yeah.
Let me see. All tech reviews. Hi, Scott. Just watch a video of you and your son. On the EMT ride. It was one intense ride you guys took through like forest area. Dude, we got our asses handed to us on that
Is that when you
video.
went to your son? Is that,
Yeah, and
yeah.
apparently like a tornado had gone through there, like took down a bunch of trees, and they're like, "Hey, I don't." What was it? They're like, "Don't be on these certain trails," and those trails aren't like labeled well. And so I think we ended up on every trail he said not to do. We spent more time going over trees and around
Yeah.
them than we did actually riding. It was a killer.
Are you at your computer? Like, can you open a link?
Yeah,
Well, check out, the comment is for 630, just spell it out, these words,
hang on.
630, no spaces, and
Yeah,
then check out their four-wheel electric bike.
so six
I've
three
never heard of
zero.
this, so this is good, I like it. I knew this was gonna happen 'cause a lot of what you've had incurred on your past lives is people making comments is like, "Oh, that piques my interest, let me go look." But it's
No, I've never seen any. Wait a minute. I think I saw. No, that was a three wheeler that this guy wiped out on.
it's
Um,
like the tan, it has tan rims and
yeah,
like
no,
a
I'm not.
yellow body.
Well, actually, it's got gold rims. What I'm looking at, or orange, or maybe it is tan. Oh, interesting, right? Four wheel electric trike.
Look at the
And look at.
four-wheel recumbent.
Oh no, that would drive me nuts. Hang on, let me see that
You
one.
look at that thing. Oh my goodness. It looks like it's like
Where's
been
it
wrecked
at?
and rolled back.
I do like the fact that it has like a big, like you can put a big basket. It does have a big basket on the front
It's
and
like
one on
a
the back.
safety chair on that thing too. Holy cow.
Wait a minute, I'm
It's
not.
got armrests on the chair.
I am not
What?
seeing the recumbent one, dude. I'm still on that page. I'm
Any
still.
it's called the Any Terrain four-wheel 750-watt recumbent e-bike on 630.com.
Yeah, I'm on 630.com.
You cannot miss this thing. Like,
All right, I'm
just
scrolling down now
it
here.
looks like
I'm
it's
looking
been
for.
smashed over the top, and then they put a safety chair, like one of those super comfortable off of the, like hover rounds on it.
I wonder why I don't
Really,
see it. Let me just
my
hybrid for
goodness.
seniors. I don't know which one they have would
Hold
have it
on.
under. They
Here,
don't have
can you see
pictures
it?
of it. Let me see.
Can you see that?
Move it to. Hang on. I'm off of my live here, so I got to see what.
Oh my gosh. Look at this thing. Is
Dude,
it
I don't
bright
hate
enough?
it. Don't hate it.
I bet you don't, Grandpa. What the hell? Come on now. It's
Dude, but that's
e-bikes.
the thing, man. I know that's the thing, right? There's always something cool coming out with freaking e-bikes. Whether when they first came out with the trikes, I'm like, okay, to me, like I'm either too young or not disabled enough to need a trike, right? So, but I still want to review them. I still want to see how they perform
Yeah,
with that AI
I feel you.
wheelchair. I luckily I don't need one right now, but I'm also very curious on how they perform and stuff. So yeah, don't hate
We
it.
got one on order. In the event that something happens, we know you'll be well taken care of
Yeah.
by the AI wheelchair. Oh
Dude,
my goodness.
that thing is dope, bro. I told Sandra, I'm like, oh, we might keep this here for a month. And she's like, we are not keeping a wheelchair
Oh,
in this house for a
oh, by
month.
the way, what was it like to meet Micah Toll?
Uh, Mike, oh my gosh, that dude is so what you see in his videos is he's just that nice, right? Like
Yeah.
it's he's just a very nice guy. So if you guys don't know, I met him from e-bike school. he was down at the Strut EV1 scooter wheelchair event, along with Kyle from Area 13. So we all three got to hang out. From that place. I end up Mike was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna walk back," and I'm like, "Oh, now just so you guys know, we're in San Francisco, right?" I'm like, "Oh no, how bad can that be?" Right? Well, apparently, the hotel was up all of those freaking crazy steep streets, and we're taking the sidewalks, and I'm like, "Micah, we're no longer friends." Right? Like, I mean, some of those sidewalks they had steps. That's how steep it was. I'm like, dude, we are no longer friends. Like, what is going on? And that's amazing because that guy um, flies in from Tel Aviv. That's
Yeah,
where he lives. And then he
yeah.
reviews these bikes and then flies back. I was super impressed with that. Didn't know, had no clue. I always think it's interesting to meet and like hang out with different guys in the same space we are, just because I mean it's just like to hear
Of
everybody's stories and stuff. And he is
Aside from you, Scott, right? Aside from meeting you for the first time, Micah Toll is like top of the list of the people that I want to meet. I was like,
he's
I
he's
mention his name freaking almost every video that I have. Reading his stuff, I've read all his books. I haven't read the solar one, um, but the battery build, the bike build,
he's the
what
genuine
else he's got? Yeah,
deal.
he's the deal.
Yeah,
And
he's
now he's out there with farm equipment now, like
dude, he
electric
developed his own.
backhoes and
Yeah.
excavators and whatnot. I was like, "Come on,
Yeah.
man."
No, and I'm like, bravo, because you never know where like a YouTube career will take you. And
I'm all
it's just
about
brought
it.
him, and that dude's been doing this forever. I mean, he's like old school for sure. He's like one
Yeah,
of the
he is like
longest.
originator for
Yeah, yeah,
sure.
he's been doing it longer than anybody. Um, let's see. Oh, either one of us seen the Rivian also e-bike? All I've done is I've seen it the way you guys have seen it on like social media and stuff like that. I guarantee you that thing is going to be at CES in January, and I'm definitely going to be checking it out down there. I'm not
I'm
totally sold on it.
excited for this. Like,
It
I
does,
can't like
I
yeah.
don't know. I
I'd like
don't
that bike? No, but yes, I'm excited to see it, right? There's some next level engineering going on with that thing. Even if it
agree
won't make it in the
100%.
mass market, right? It's legit.
Yeah,
I'll never
listen.
buy one.
Um, uh, G Man had said, "Hey Scott, have you heard anything from your Ride One Up contact about an updated Rev One? I mean, anytime soon. Thanks." No.
It's the poncho version.
Is it the government edition?
No, 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 you get the woven poncho that you can put in for spacing needs, and if it gets cold, you can wrap your battery.
Oh, yeah, because we put the poncho in for the second battery. I
Oh,
still have
yeah.
not connected that battery yet in there. It's not going to happen. If I sell that bike, it's going to be sold with the extra
Second
battery just
battery?
rolling around in there, and they'll get the poncho for free. They will.
There
I
you
will
go.
throw that in for free.
Just
You know.
tell them it's
Um,
like getting a signature edition.
I
It'll be
will. You know
fine.
what? I am going to ask and see if now that you mention that, I will reach out to Ride One Up, and I'm going to ask them if they're going to be at CES. I mean, I might ask them if they got anything new coming out, but they'll probably be like, "Come to CES and find out." And I'm like, "Got it. What booth are you going to be in?" So I do know there's some. Matt, for those who's hopped on late, Matt is going to be joining me down at CES in Vegas on January 6th through 8th. Some other people I know that are going to be there. Mike Feedy's going to be there. Mike Hyde from Electric Revolution.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, and all of us will probably just be hanging out. I got a special invite to the Segway after party,
Which
which
I'm inviting myself to because he's a good friend, right, Scott? Right? Right?
they didn't say I was limited to just me. So
Thank you.
um,
Perfect.
and then I know I'm gonna be stopping by Hey Bike because I'm gonna see what kind of new stuff they got coming out.
Yeah.
Um, if Velotrex's there, absolutely. I just really want to see who's coming out with new stuff. Really, that's all I want to see. Like what kind of stuff are we going to be looking at? So we're going to be hopefully getting all these sneak peeks on stuff, which would be nice.
I think, like,
Um,
we're getting to a place where everybody wants to intertwine with the mobile app, and right about that time is when accessorization, especially in terms of getting into power components, etcetera, you pretty much get blocked out. There's gonna come a point where electric all wheel tapers off of just being able to cut in or get into these bikes, but it's recognized, so the offset for that is to review them and just go through them and have a better understanding of it, but it's gonna be this integration with your whole life, right? It's gonna be taking your
yeah, your
blood
watch.
pressure, your heart rate, and then it's gonna talk to the bike, and maybe you set a heart rate, and then the bike will just, like, push you into that. Like, I feel like that's the stuff that's coming. They'll integrate with Apple and the health app and just like, "I need to do this many calories and this amount of time on this device. Can we do that?" Like, I think that kinda stuff
I do.
is what
I
we're gonna
agree.
look towards.
I agree. That's going to be coming like where it just hooks into your Apple Health or
Yeah.
whatever the Android guys uses or whatever. I mean, it seems like here in the U.S., Apple is the stronger uh, phone brand than Android in the US. I mean, I think it switches once you get
Yeah.
outside the US. So that's why like these companies when they come out with something first, and it's first the Apple integration. Plus, it seems like Apple seems to be willing to work with these companies, to connect with their bike stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. Looks like we got a Ramiv. Did I say that right? Who knows?
No,
Says
just
have either of
RH
you guys, yeah.
NFB.
Yeah,
Literally.
I'm trying to. I know I'm trying to figure it. Yeah. It says, "Have neither one of you guys got a hold of the Magician Alpha yet?" As we said earlier, no, we had to pre-order it just like everybody else. We're not special, so we're not going to get our hands on it early. That I don't think we
I'm
will.
working on it. I'm,
Yeah,
like, kinda where I'm down, like, to my name, right? To the name of Electric All Wheel, we are paper owners of 6 Magician Alpha Minis, and 6, 7, 8 Alphas, right? Um, 10 of those bikes are retail sales, but they will cycle through for me to, like, get my hands on them and feel the difference. Um,
oh,
and then we have the Ranger.
do you think because that you ordered that many that you'll get it earlier?
I think that, we'll be able to produce a sales volume that is appealing enough, and, simultaneously and in parallel, the channel will grow enough. I keep trying to make these videos that aren't reviews. Everybody's got a review. Everybody
No,
So,
don't you
first,
hate
let me
those
say
guys?
this, ex
Don't you
yeah,
hate those
I'm not gonna
guys?
take away from anyone starting a YouTube channel, but everybody feels like they can start a YouTube channel, and they're gonna go down that road, and so it's really, really crowded at the bottom, and it's understood, right? If you want the most viewed, like, top-end e-bike reviewer, your first stop is Tail Happy, and that's what everybody knows. The one thing that so if you think about Wired, if I understand the story correctly, the reason that Tail Happy and others didn't review first is because of the immediacy of the need for an influencer to take this and promote it. So Brian from Citizen Cycle said yes when others were in conflicting schedules and couldn't do it. So he met the criteria of Wired and then became,
The
by
wired
virtue of
guy.
the character of the owner of Wired, the Wired guy. Yeah, exactly, and so it's a handshake deal. But if it's just blind draw, they're going to the top, and it's always gonna be Matt from Tail Happy, and so I can only hope to develop something different or separate, if I ever wanna get and be on that level. Unless you guys just love my charming personality, in which case, please like and subscribe, and, join E-Bikes of Tampa Bay, Florida. Get in that
You
Facebook
know,
group, make an event, and
make an
go for a
event,
ride with
go
your
for a
friends.
ride. With your friends. Or you could do the same thing in Chicago and freeze with your friends.
Yeah, like, do nothing for 6 months because it's too daggum cold.
Oh
No,
no,
thank you.
you look, dude. I will still be out riding, bro.
Yeah, if you guys
Um,
don't know, Scott likes to torture himself with e-bikes.
you know what? I feel like I've done a lot of bad things in my life, and this is how I pay for it through that. I just abuse myself constantly.
Yeah.
Um, I want the street cred.
Is that what it is?
No, I just want to get
Oh,
these
okay.
things done. I mean, I still read them all. So yeah,
Obligations.
so when Jeff Gaboy says, "How did Tell Happy get one?" Well, you just kind of explained it. Tell Happy is kind of the first, and I would consider the official influencer for magicians. So he's going to get all of the bikes first, right? Plus, he's getting a prototype, and sometimes so when we get prototypes, we're actually helping the manufacturer like fine tune the bike before they put it out to the masses. Um, which Velotrek does that with like this ride program. I know they did it last year with when they were coming out with the Nomad 2. They would send people um, they would send people like the Nomad 2 before anybody else got it. No, the Nomad 2X, I think is what it was. Their full suspension Nomad. And they sent it out to like a group of people, like 20. And then they all had to fill out, like they had to put so many miles on it, try this, try that, try this. And then they were able to use that information and make it a better bike. And that's what I feel like Magician is doing with Tell Happy. That's why he gets them first. He'll run them through some things, see what's wrong with them, do feedback, because not everything that we do is going to be on a YouTube video for you guys to see, right? It's going to be us dealing with the manufacturers to help make the bike better, to figure out the flaws in it before it actually
Mhm.
goes out to the public.
Not to not to take away from Matt from Tail Happy, but I want everyone to say Matt from Electric All Wheel. That's the goal. Like, back in the mind, it's just like, when you say Matt, I don't want it to be Tail Happy, I want it to be Electric All Wheel. And so whatever I need to do to get there, um, if that's the case, then we're gonna do it. It will not be by virtue of the track of a certain influencer that went down a deep, dark hole that can never be recovered from. I want it to be because people want to come around, and I think that's why they're with you, you know? I think that's why you and I bond well over this, is because it's just the mutual respect for the thing, the e-bikes themselves, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to, like, branch out, like, don't you I want those bionic leg things that, Mike
Man, that
Hyde
was the
had.
biggest mistake. I turned those down. Like they came in, I'm like, what would I use these
Oh,
for?
what are you
Right. And I was
thinking?
even, I know. And Mike Hyden's a buddy, right? So I was talking to him about that, and he was like, you freaking idiot. Right. Cause I was like, oh, I mean,
Yeah,
I do that backpacking trip every year and my backpack's like over 50 pounds. But I was like, okay, great. So once these things die, right now I got to carry these, I got extra weight that I need to carry around. But, no, I saw his recent videos on that, and I'm like, dang, man, I messed up.
yeah,
I
look
messed
like
up. I
so
should have.
much fun.
Yeah. Um,
I
what do you
wonder what it'd
guys
be like
think?
with them on a bike, using them
No,
on an e-bike.
so in the latest video that uh, Electric Revolution did, he rode a bike. He rode an e-bike without the power turned on, with the exoskeleton on it, and it
No,
was
he
like,
did not.
yeah, he did. He sure
I'm going
did.
right now. Going
But
in.
maybe you might want to pay attention to us here before you start going down the
I
YouTube
have
rabbit hole of videos.
severe ADD, like, you can't stop me right now, like, I need to
All
see
right,
this.
I have a
Did he
question
do
for
it
the.
or did his wife do it?
No, he did it. He did it.
Mm, good for
All
you,
right, so I have a
Mike.
question for the chat. What if I think I would like to get the other Matt from Tell Happy TV on here? Would you guys like to see Matt from Tell Happy
Peer
on Bike
pressure.
Talk? On Bike Talk. And then I need you to put it in the actual comments after the chat. Let's see if I can get him on this.
It was like, "Look at the chat," like, everybody's saying they want
Yeah,
me to
well,
come
it's
talk
so
to
hard to see
yeah.
the chat once it closes, once the light goes.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
so everybody's like, I want the bionic leggy things too. Yeah. Panther Corporation, two of my best gentlemen. Thank you, good sir. Um,
Oh, Has
Yeah.
anyone done a health check? Easy E,
No,
stop pressing the buttons, my man.
nobody
Like you're
does
always
anybody.
pressing the button.
Um, no, I don't think. I don't think that's necessary.
Good
So,
riddance. Oh my gosh. Like,
um,
uh, yeah.
all right. So it looks like, look, all these people want. I need to do a screenshot of this and send it to him once.
See,
Because
there you
I
go.
have been. So Matt and I have been sending emails back and forth. I did invite him on the bike talks. He is considering it, and that would be great if we could push him over the edge. Because Matt's a fellow Hoosier, and didn't know that, but found out during one of the comments in my reviews that because he commented, he's like, "Oh yeah," he was like, I'm a
We'll
Hoosier
call
as well."
him Matt number 2, just to be clear.
Um, all right, Rob, e-bike Newlander. I like Matt's contents, but I tend to enjoy your guys' content better. I mean, thank you. Number one. I mean, I think everybody has like their own style on how they do things. I can't do what Tell Happy does, but I don't think there's too many people that do what I do the way I do it. I know I can never do the mechanical stuff that Matt from Electric All Wheel does. Right? It's just,
What
how
did
much?
we fix recently? What bike was that we went over on video and you were like you flipped the cabling? Was it the EO Aura? What was the dual battery bike that we were doing over video?
Oh no, so that Walkie H9 all-wheel drive
Yeah.
that these
Yeah,
guys have
that
not
thing.
seen me review yet because
It's running
of,
now, right? Like
yeah, no, I
it's good
mean,
to go.
yeah, we spent so I the version I have is the 82 volt. So they have a 60-volt battery on the back, and then there's a 22-volt. Or not, why am I saying volts? 80. No, that is right.
It's okay.
I don't know.
They say you the dual battery, but
They sent me
the
the dual
way
battery
that
one, and
yeah.
then it was all connected, all kind of weird. We couldn't get the second battery to hook up right. And then so I got Matt on live. We were FaceTiming. I'm like, dude, you gotta help me through this. So we got it done. It's working. And then I was going to do a 3-state review with it because that, you have
Hey,
altogether 82 volts and all-wheel drive. So I'm like, that's gonna make it to the cabin. Well,
hey,
now I do want to attempt.
let
Hang
me
on.
cut you. MD
Do not.
Sohill is here. Like the thumbnail guy, right? Is it?
Oh, is it? Yeah. He makes our
Yes.
he helps us
What's
with our
going on,
thumbnails.
my man? How are you? Good evening. Sorry. Walking.
Um,
I didn't mean to take away, but
I
like
know, but
that's a
I want
yeah,
to
that's
do
special.
the okay, it's wintertime. We have ice, we have snow. But
Yeah.
dude, I still want to try to make a ride to the cabin, and I want to try to do it on that bike.
Why? Like
I
you
don't
might as well like
know.
why don't you rollerblade to the cabin just to get the thrills out? Like holy cow.
Well, I mean, I'm just like,
Rollerblade on ice.
I'm seriously concerned about, uh, like, I feel like it's 100% going to be dangerous, right? Like, there's no
Yeah.
doubt about it because
Yeah.
I know the Calumet Trail's a bunch of crap. I don't know if anybody's maintained any of the other bike trails in between. I'm thinking about doing it around Christmas time. I'm thinking
You
about doing
should
it around
have you
then.
seen those Segway the little platforms where you like stand on them like with like they're super small like triangles and they're motorized but you stand there's two of them and then they're kind of
Are you talking about
it
the wheel, where you just stand
kind
on
of
and
like
have
the
the two
non-bot
wheels?
yeah
And then they
yes
have the
yes
the
you
thing
stand
and
on
you hold
them
on to, yeah, they have Segway tours through Chicago.
yeah you should no not that I'm not talking
N-
about not with the handles like they're literally just foot pads
Oh yeah, the
they're
hoverboards is what they're called.
no, like, this is even more. They're separate, one
Oh, they're
per
like roller
foot.
skates, but the single.
Yeah, one
Yes.
little, like, flat roller wheel on them, and they
Look,
like,
dude.
the first time I saw him was in the airport, and this kid just, like, whipped them out of his pockets of his hoodie, and and then put them on the ground and stood on them, and then took off down the terminal. I was like, "What the hell is happening right now?" But,
Um,
yeah,
the uh, dude,
that's
I went skiing.
you and
I went
Segway.
skiing once. I went skiing once, and I pulled my groin so bad that I'm like, there's no way I would even attempt to try. something like that. I
Yet
think,
you'll go out in -5 degrees weather and be like, "I'm gonna go on a 100-mile e-bike ride over 5 states, 5 mountains, uphill, in the snow,
well,
no
not that
shoes
bad.
both ways."
No
Yes, you
shoes.
do. Yes, you do craziness.
Uh,
The scooter? Like, come on. Like,
okay,
what the
so
hell?
yeah, I was glad that that didn't happen. Oh, road trip buddy, dude donated $5 or super chatted, or I'm not really sure what that's called, but dude, thank you very much. We do this to have a good time. You said you live in the Chicago suburb area, so let me know which suburb that you live in. Actually, um,
Cabin trips. He's
yeah,
like a
look,
masochist. He just likes to hurt himself and see if he can recover, I guess. I don't know. What do
look,
you call
dude.
that, Scott?
What? Being
It's
a
like prep for
being
your
a
ranger
retired,
meeting?
yeah,
Yeah.
for my ranger meeting.
Yeah, the one where you guys go out into the wilderness and try and tame
Oh,
volcanoes or whatever it is you
yeah,
do?
no, yeah. Every year when I do my,
Mhm.
yeah, I bring my ranger buddies for a 26-mile backpacking trip with 50-pound rucks. Yeah, just so we can. I don't know why we still do it. I mean, it's like I don't know why we're just not like whitewater rafting or go karting or something like that. But instead, we have to feel like we're hard. Um, yeah, I've not put that video together yet, which they always get mad because it takes me months to put it together because I'm always working on other stuff.
Which
Let's
one?
see.
The last trip you went on?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, we got our
Yeah.
asses handed to us straight up. I mean, there was lightning. We had to make it cross this one river. We had to cross it 3 times. There was a flash flood warning coming in, and then we were going to get trapped. And then it just opened up on us with lightning and hail, and we're wearing flip flops, right? So it was just a freaking hot mess. And we spent the next 2 days with everything being drenched, from our sleeping bags to everything. It was probably the hardest one that we have done.
I have a
And
question for
maybe,
you.
yeah, sir.
Separate from this is more of a rein it back into this live situation and see what people think. I want you to describe for me how you view your YouTube channel in relation to your website. Like, you're commingling them, yes? It's what I'm
I,
seeing.
I do I do have a website for my YouTube channel, if that's what you mean. And
Yes.
so what, like, why? Is that the question? Because I'm not really,
It's not a
I mean, I
why, it's
don't
like, how do you view them? Like, is your website your primary, or is it your
no.
YouTube channel? And then how do you when you go about your updates and edits, you post, and then you go to your website to, like, follow through with that and then bring it full circle? Like, what are you doing?
Yes. So I mean, I do the reviews, and then and I don't know if people know this, but I've been building websites for like 25 years at this point. And I used to have a whole company where I had more than 100 clients. And oddly enough, in the short time I was here in Chicago, was rated like in the top 30 website designers. But I don't do any of that now because I'd rather do YouTube. So I maintain my own website. And so it does take a little bit from the time that I put a video out to when I put it on the website. But really, that is just for like SEO reasons. I mean, because the whole website, I just use AI to break down the video. And the whole goal is to push them to the video. That's how. So it's not a main thing. It's just number one, I think it makes me look more professional, right? And plus, I have the skill
Excuse
set.
me? What?
You
What?
heard me. You heard
I
words.
did uh,
I used American words even. So
professional. So, are you
yeah,
doing one of these are you doing a post per video?
I do. I even throw the lives up there now.
I see that. I see. I got Feedy's up right now. The bike talk with Feedy.
Uh, Mike Marmo. Oh, Mike Marmo at the time was still processing, so I need to put that one up. So when we do a live event, especially for one that like ran forever with nobody on it, um, then it still goes for a while, and then you have to wait till it actually becomes to where people can see it, and then I can put it on the website.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's not a primary. Oh, actually, there were questions on the post. I did a post that I said if people weren't going to make it, what were the questions on the post? I want to make sure we look at those real quick.
All right. So while you're scoping those, I asked, I started out building, I didn't build electricallwheel.com. I had a couple friends that helped to build it, and it was on WordPress.
Hmm.
And then I was struggling to put together retail sales pages and then Shopify.
Shopify. Yep.
So I got a Shopify site, but I held the WordPress site because for a long time I had worked with a couple of good friends to put together a sheet, a comparison sheet, so you could filter out by bike. You could do frame size, wheel size, tire width, um, maximum, or was it nominal wattage, which at that time there was a huge discrepancy. A lot of people would advertise peak when it was just nominal, and then it's worked its way out now where people know that they will get ripped if they don't really say like this is nominal and this is peak. But it allowed for that filtration, and I was pulling from, I think we had over, by the end of it, it was over 1,000, but at the mainstream time, there was 760 some odd e-bikes in there, um, plus 30, plus 40 brands, and it worked really well. And I put that thing through Reddit and got into the gauntlet. And so I was like, "Oh, I need to maintain this." And then I started building like a Google map where I would put all of the shops in the local area and then put it out into the Facebook group for the e-bikes of Tampa Bay, Florida, just for the locals. And then I started loading all the videos relative to the location of the ride for a little while. But all of that became just so much. It was so much work to keep it up, and then I couldn't really concentrate on the product, and then I was having a crossover problem, so I supplanted electricallwheel.com, the previous website, the original, with the Shopify. I removed the domain and then moved to my hosting to Shopify, and then open that thing, and then I found that it was just much easier to edit and hold, and it also has a blog space, which was like, "Yes, that's what I'm gonna do." I always thought that would be my primary focus, but then it turned into the a lot of, influencers use affiliate links, right? We use affiliate links to gain commission for the product that we're reviewing, and this is by design. The companies want it, and an influencer, in my mind, should be compensated for the amount of work because it's ungodly, and my videos are horrendous. I know they are. Like, I don't it's no secret, but it's where's the value? So, the website became the link that was put out there to the thing that's in the video, and the video became instructions for the product, so I was able to close the loop, which really, that's when things really started taking off, and figuring out the platform to do that. So I was curious where your thought process was with your website, and I can see that, right? If they land on your website, they're gonna get pushed into
Yeah,
the
I just use
YouTube
it.
environment,
Yeah.
where your numbers are.
Well, it's a funnel. So, really, I understand SEO and stuff like that. So I use it for the SEO. All the tag words and stuff like that get thrown in there. I just saw where like 57 of my pages show up as number one when somebody clicks on a certain bike name or
Yeah.
whatever. Um, and so that and so that brings them into there. I mean, also I have the if they are straight interested in the bike on that page is the affiliate link as well. So, but it's mostly trying to get them in to watch the video because I mean uh, that's what is more of my interest. I just saw where MD was like, hey, I can help with people who need help with their website. So the thumbnail for Bike Top was developed by MD. He and I worked together, and I said, look, I'd like to come up with like a format where these all look the same with different people. It's very easy to work with. We haven't
No,
done any
no, you can't
website
be
stuff
doing
yet.
that. You're busy.
He's too busy.
No,
I'm sorry, he's too
no,
busy to
you're
help you guys
way
out.
busy right now. Like,
He's too busy to help you guys out. He only
he's
helps out
booked
the
out
ones
for
that
the
work.
next couple of months, guaranteed. Like, he's not gonna have time for any of this right now.
All right. So I pulled up the post from but Rob E-Bike New England, who is here on the chat. He did leave a question. He's like, Scott, um, can you guys talk about the action cameras you use along with which editing software you started using?
Oh
Um,
my goodness. Hold
okay.
that thought. I'm
Yeah.
coming back. You go ahead and have
Okay.
it. I'll
I'll
have
start
you in
off
my
then.
ears. Yeah,
All right.
I can hear you.
So I use a GoPro for now, but I also use the DJI Action 5. It just depends. I built this whole chest rig, which is what I started to go through with Mike on the last one. And the way this thing is set up, it's just a runner's chest rig, and then I sewed the GoPro thing on the front, ran a Shure Lav mic through it. I have the media mod that goes onto it, and then in behind here is in this pocket here is an external battery. It allows me to film for like 10 hours. Also, I have to use that system in the cold weather because I don't want the wireless mics that I use from DJI. Whenever I'm using the action cam, I run a DJI wireless mic through there and then plug in the lavalier to it. Uh, but in the wintertime or when I'm doing those 3 state reviews, yeah, that's definitely the thing I'm going to use. I have a DJI Mini 4 that I have. I also have the Hover Air. So I use the Hover Air one for the sand test and the hill climb, and then I use the Mini 4. I also have the DJI Mini 5. Have not flown that yet because I haven't had a need to. I haven't destroyed my 4 yet or put it in the lake or whatever. But
Yet
yet,
being the
but I
operative word, guys,
I
because
use
he
I
will
use that.
destroy
Yeah, I use
that
that for like
bad
the big
boy.
shots, the big long shots, the big high shots. Insta 360 for sure. So I always get people asking me, they're like, how was somebody filming you? And it's with an Insta 360. It's the X5 model. Matt uses it as well. Oh, you got the
This
new
is for
stationary thing.
CES.
Hopefully you
No,
can.
it's
Hopefully
the
that'll do it
AI
vertical.
gimbal.
Hopefully it'll do
It
it
does.
vertically. Okay.
And
Um.
it has like some kind of like Apple Dock thing where uh it will AI track you through Apple's camera app, so it says.
Now, one of the things that Matt talked me into, which I haven't used yet, is this little GPS thing that you can hook to your 360s, and that's where he gets the GPS information that you see, where it's showing the speed and stuff like that. I don't know where mine is. That's so funny. I'm like, I mean, I buy all this stuff and then I lose it. No dope, no
Uh,
joke. I mean, I just do, and then I just end up rebuying it, and
So
it
there
kind
are
of
a
is
lot
what it
of
is.
action cameras that they'll take GPS data from like your watch or your phone, and you can like supplant that onto the timeline of the video you're taking. But Insta360, they have the GPS remotes. Of course, it's like they want you to buy the accessory, but the GPS remote allows you to see monitor feedback, and then it has a really, really good GPS signaling, and then overlay through
Was.
the desktop application to do it. And it works with the Ace Pro, which is what I use now. Right now, I have my Hero 13 down there, but I have a feeling it's going to go back. I got it for live and just to see how it goes, and then I too have the X5. I have a Hover Air
One
X1
Pro
Pro, whatever,
Max.
yeah,
Yeah.
that I don't use. I don't use it at all. And then DJI mics because Scott told me to. And lately, what's happening is I'm finding a lot of utility in my iPhone 14 Pro Max, right? I use it as the secondary monitor. So this is my real phone, and the 14 Pro is what's doing this live right now.
Hmm.
And so I'm having that and being able to put it onto phone holder dash on the dashboard, it makes it's really nice. So to be able to watch a live, especially in the ride. So if you guys I saw a question and it was like, "Am I gonna be doing a live ride?" Probably gonna get out on the I'm
The
gonna go out
Ranger?
again on the Alpha. No, I'm gonna go on the Alpha.
You want to do a
Triple
proper one for
battery.
the Ranger? Is that what it is?
Well, the Ranger is something that I expected it and I wasn't expecting it. With all the stuff that happened at that time, it was very tumultuous for him, and I understand it, right? Like, everybody knows what so and so was doing to bring everybody down, and so my order got I canceled my order got canceled, and then finally got a hold of it, so I have a Blue Escape Ranger, so I have that. I wanted it here so that when we got the Alpha delivery, the Alpha Mini, that it would be ready to rock, but damn, like, your schedule is
Whose?
I can't keep you know, right? And not only that, you have was at the same time, it's Aventon, Velotric, CES. They're all being talked about and tossed into the same, like, 3-week time frame. So very hard to get around that. And then, it may be, like, super cold here, like 45, 55 degrees, so can't be doing nothing around that time,
Mhm. Why not?
because that's because you die in that kind of weather, you know what I mean?
Well, okay, so the other thing that we didn't cover was what kind of software. When I started making these reviews, I'm an Apple guy, so when I started making these reviews, I was using iMovie. Like that's it was a free program for editing. I was doing it. I now use Final Cut Pro. I just want to be able to do things like that. What I think you use Final, what do you use? What do you use?
So, let's see. We wanna get into the real story of this. Way back, um, Electric All Wheel used to live and die by PowerPoint for thumbnails,
Ooh,
and I made this logo, was made in PowerPoint.
uh-huh. I can see that.
The Real Florida Vibes was made in PowerPoint. Um, I iMovie is what started it, and then
Okay.
I moved to Final Cut, but I was like, "Ah, this is hard." Plus, I hated being tethered because I had to be home to edit a video. I didn't have the laptop capable of doing all of that, right? It would crash it. I had a Mini Air, or it's not a Mini Air,
It was
MacBook
the
Air.
MacBook, yeah, the Mac Air,
Yeah.
or just the yeah, or the Mac Air.
So then I got the 14 Pro Max and then learned about CapCut. I saw CapCut because of TikTok, right? TikTok was happening.
Mhm.
This was when I kept up with the TikTok channel. I do not really keep up with it now. It lives, but it's just there. Um, so I started cutting videos in CapCut, and then I started templating some of the stuff that I was doing in CapCut, and it made it possible for me to produce a full video, right? It had embedded in the CapCut software as a photo editor, like AI editor, background remover, text overlay, like there was all this stuff that I needed. And so you can start to see the phases. You can actually see in the thumbnails when I get away from PowerPoint and I start doing my own. You can see the growth and the progression of the background, right?
Yeah,
The plants that come up. You can see when the sign gets introduced, and then you can see when it's very clear when MD Sohill comes in and starts doing my thumbnails. It's just like night and day difference, which is good.
and where did you
Um,
get that idea from?
that would be, one Scott Hardesty told me to do this, but I also know that uh, Mike put it
Mike
out
Hyde.
there
Mike Hyde put it
for
out in the
us,
group.
yes,
Yeah,
in the group chat, and you jumped on it and then confirmed it, and because I am not an immediate joiner, but I trust you, Scott. I
you
I
do.
trust you,
I've
Scott.
not led you astray yet. I think you could ride a bike in
I
55-degree
did it,
weather.
yes.
I think you could.
I was, I think Generation Brad is like,
I'll
"Oh,
bring
he's gonna
down
teach
yeah,
at her."
I'll bring down gear for you. I'll bring down warm stuff.
So, there's this other thing where Adobe Premiere is I think it's the top end of all of the editing software that you want, and I know that that's what Jill uses, his sister, who does a lot of editing, and I've always wanted to match that, but the problem with trying to push out and get into that software and move on is that I have to regiment myself. I can carry it all in my brain. I know that you have lists. I use Microsoft OneNote. You know, if somebody took away Microsoft OneNote, thus goes the business and thus
Oh
goes
no.
all of my idea. Like everything goes, right? Because
Okay.
all of electric all wheel is inside Microsoft OneNote. And I have, you know, it's like an admin section. I have all of my videos. I have all of my affiliate links, all of my scripts, all of my profile documents, all of the product R&D, all of the orders, all of everything is in Microsoft OneNote, and it holds links, it'll hold videos, it will hold all these documents. It'll print them out on a page, and each page is an infinite white space. You can subset each one of those pages within a group. You can put the groups into master groups. And so if you imagine, like, you think college notebook or folder and it has tabs for all this stuff. Well, that's what OneNote does for you, but it captures everything that you want and you can embed you can share the links to the pages. I can email out copies of the pages which have the links and all the information and all of the
Nice.
files associated to it. So if you guys if I am to share my you know the most inside of inside things for the overall, doesn't do much for the YouTube channel, but if it is to keep you organized and keep all of your stuff together and make sure you know how to get there and make it intuitive and it's searchable, right? And it's smart searchable. I would say invest in an Office 365 account and use Microsoft OneNote and SharePoint. And
Hmm.
it's like personal organization.
I use Evernote for stuff like that.
It That's third party, right? Like,
It
Apple
is.
has
It is.
Notes, and Evernotes was like an add-on, like, it came before
Yeah, I
Apple
pay for
Notes
that.
was yeah,
Yeah, it has all
yeah.
my passwords and stuff in it. I want to thank a Ramuz.
You trying to do it again.
I know I'm trying to. I don't know why I'm trying to do it, but AYRH gave a couple of super likes, right? So awesome, great content, guys. Thank
Appreciate
you
you, my
very
man,
much.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's just fun. That's a good time. Oh, Chexologist finally made it. He said he was going to ask you all kinds of hard questions. And oh, wait a minute, Road Trip Buddy. Final Cut Pro is what I use as well. iMovie is great for
Nah.
beginners. Yeah, so I mean, I think everybody starts off with iMovie and then moves into something
Alright, I'm gonna
more.
do this thing, I hope I don't cut you off.
Uh-oh, what thing are you doing? Or is this to answer a question from
Rob. Alright, Rob,
Rob?
here it is. This is the alpha, um, charger
Does
1 is on the main, charger 2 that you see is on the 3rd battery, which is in a Big Papa rack bag on an MIK setup, and then here is the main or the 2nd battery on the rear rack. So it looks, I mean, it looks normal, right? When you look at it, it just looks like I've got a tote bag on the rear rack. There's nothing special. The wiring comes in and I cut it, you can see where it comes out of the body here, and then I cut it and then I made a splice in for the end that actually went into the frame of the bike, and then brought all that up into the bag. The balancer is here wrapped to the cable. The charge cord is here, which is, it's charging right now. And then the rear rack battery is already charged because it's so small. But that is how it mounts, and it worked really well. You're welcome.
big stuff? See, that's
Trade
super brainy
secrets.
stuff. That's why I just ride bikes. So Chexologist, so we've got a question for you. Can a dedicated electric regen braking be incorporated into a hub drive e-bike with a left-hand thumb paddle?
First, anything is possible. Believe in yourself. That's what they always say.
Yeah.
The problem with regen is the trade-off, right? Um, it's really good when you get into the weighty, high capacity bikes and those that your actions denote the use of the brake and the regen for the purposes of braking while simultaneously getting that buildup. But the efficiency is absolute garbage. Um, and it's kind of the same argument as solar panels. Um, the orientation of it is such that what is it? The typical layout of a rear brake is on the right-hand side. Emoto runs left, and then you have on a motorcycle, it's typically rear is the brake pedal, not on the handlebars. So you're sacrificing one position for the clutch, and that's changed. So all of these things are highly customized. I can remember there was a time when I never thought that e-bikes would move away from the right-hand side throttle and they moved to left-hand side horizontal. So the answer is simply yes, that can be done, but I don't see it becoming a mainstream thing because the efficiency isn't there. You could invest the money into battery capacity and efficiency of the bike overall and gain uh, just as much at a lower cost, in
Well,
my opinion,
well,
I think.
he just made a post where it says it's the same technology as an e-scooter with a 36 and 48 volt. I like to brake that way if conditions are very slippery, like icy roads.
Yeah. So a lot of it is personal preference, right? When you get in there. And so uh what is the what's the semi thing? Like when a semi the Jake
Oh
brake,
yeah,
is that
when they're
what they
using
call it?
their air
Yeah.
brakes for
Yeah, that.
and
It's
I
kind of
think
like
that's the
that.
official way that sounds exactly like that. I like to
Yeah.
yeah blah, 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 blah. Um
That one.
yeah, that one exactly. Fram Molab. What are y'all thinking about the Magician Alpha Mini? We're thinking that we want it in our hands, but we're gonna have to wait
Right
like everybody
now.
else.
Right now, magician.
That's what we think. Um, yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm staring at a Ranger, so I'm not hurting. Like, I'm
And
just
because
looking
of
at it
Matt,
right now.
as I've told people before, if you're just catching on, because of Matt, I have also ordered an Escape Ranger because he was just making too much sense. He's like, "This is why you need it," and I'm like, "Ugh, "Okay." So
Personal preference right
I bought
now.
more.
Yes, Brad, tell him.
I have bought more bikes this year than I have any year.
It's paid
For,
off though, right? You know it's paid
uh,
off. Come on now. Yeah, it is. Look at your personal satisfaction rating, like, it's through the roof. No? It's fine.
yeah.
Everything's fine.
Um,
No? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're like the 6'5" dude put it. Yeah, that's Tell Happy TV. He's the only one that has one. He gets it first because he's like the official reviewer for. He's official like influencer for Magician. He will get the Magician bikes first before the rest of us. Yeah, which I haven't watched the video. I didn't know it came out today. Actually, the only time I've really been online is to do this and hopping on with Matt and Mike earlier.
MD,
Um,
are you making his thumbnails? Are you making thumbnails for Matt from Tail Happy?
it looks. I mean, it kind of has his style, so I could see where that would be the
Mhm,
case.
mhm.
Um,
It does have
uh,
he's, like, popping a wheelie on that thing, and it's, like, smoked out. It's like, "Come on, I know you didn't ride it that way." Like,
Generation e-bikes. I ordered the red one. I know that the red Escape Ranger. I know that Matt has the blue. Oh, you already put that in there. Did you see the other question from Chexologist? Can pedal e-bikes
uh-oh.
with torque sensors incorporate send wave throttles for complete acceleration curve control?
To that end, I would need to spend a lot more time and not on a Saturday evening with Scott Hardesty to get in depth on that. Uh, I will tell you that you get caught up in the unit costs for the thing. And while it might be worthwhile to refine these things to the ends of the earth and make them personally, the best you've ever seen, we still have to get there in phases. So we've got to get the common everyday technology into a place where it's super cheap. And that is what's gonna drive the innovation because it will get more people into the environment, and then the tippy toppy, right? The next version of the iPhone will be something along the lines of what you're saying. A lot of people don't even know what the hell you're talking about, to be quite honest. So when you start thinking about how can this be sustainable, it is the expenditure of money and what can you generate in revenue and what can substantiate the research that it would take to make that product viable, but also uh, within at a price point that people are going to want to pick it up, and then you got to market it and you got to get them to actually buy it. So I'm going to go back to the yes, anything's possible, and yes, those things can happen, and should they? Yes. There comes a time though also that I inwardly feel worried because a lot of electric all-wheel business is built around the rudimentary things that the more refined components will not tolerate, right? They're not going to take a simple MOSFET, built balancer. You've got to get a Degum DX2 that has like 98% efficiency and you never see a voltage drop in between the two batteries at all so that I can hook it up to my Adventure V2 so that the Adventure V2 doesn't shut down because the smart battery says, "Oh, I know that you just switch between batteries and that means voltage cut off and it's done." All right. I know this doesn't have to do with throttle, but this is the kind of stuff that everybody's doing. We can't even get into a Velotric. We can't get into Scott, correct me, I think this is like Gen 3 of
Event and
Aventon, but it
yeah,
was like the label Gen 2s and above. So Adventure 2 was the last touch I had on it. Adventure 3 is a no-go. Level 2, um, I
that was
got into the
well,
Pace 5, Pace 750, the Cinch 2, but since then, no joy. Like,
yeah,
and
yeah. You're not able
so,
to do anything with those.
uh
Well, because and we had a conversation about that one time on why you couldn't do it, and you actually just explained it. Let's see, Traxologist. Okay, so the same tech as a current e-scooter. Yeah, it's a niche term to e-scooters and Suron, guess, and
oh,
Suron
yeah.
riders, I guess. Yeah, there's when it comes to these e-bikes, there's always going to be the niche, and there's always going to be people that like a certain kind over the
They
other.
got they have a wheelie controller where it modulates the power, so when you get up at the angle, it
Yeah, it
will
holds
keep
it.
you in yes.
Oh, you're talking about the new that little one
You're
that One Wheel
cheating.
made. Yeah, that they made
Like,
the yeah, but it doesn't have any pedals. So somebody asked me on the last thing with Mike Marmo, they were asking me if I was, what I thought about it. I'm like, adorable. Number one, it's just this little bitty thing that you just throttle around, put you in a wheelie position. You can just hold it. You can just ride the whole block or whatever with the wheelie thing in it. And
no, I'm talking about uh,
oh, well, there's a
not
bike out there that
an
does this.
E-Ride Pro, right? There's an aftermarket controller
Oh,
that has app synchronization, which modulates that thing in the motor and then holds it for you, just like the item you're talking about, but in, you know, real deal Emoto. It's just like, what the hell? This is happening.
uh,
They're everywhere.
I mean, that's super cool that would be the case.
It is, but they
The-
don't have pedals, so they're just
That's the thing. Yeah. I mean,
they're getting ready to get cast out.
yeah, that's why I'm like, that's why you don't see me reviewing like emotos and stuff on my channel because it's Chicago, man. I got to be able to use these bike lanes and stuff. And if, at least if I have pedals, then I can justify it to some extent. I can fake the funk and look like I belong. Um, let's see, Generation e-bikes, surgeons or for Surons, I think you meant it holds it at an angle with an angle sensor. There you go.
Mhm.
All right, Tom
Right, but it
R.
has the angle, right? It has the perfect angle, and you get to set the angle, but it also does power distribution to the motor for any fluctuation, so it just holds that angle for any variation in resistance, friction, whatever is going on. If you shift your weight, it applies or decreases power to keep you there. It is nuts. And people are paying, thousands of dollars for this stuff, and it's just crazy to think about it. Or in some cases, its parents are paying thousands of dollars for this stuff, and it's crazy to think about it. There's a huge, huge side to Tarp and Tom's e-bikes that you guys never see. It's all e-moto. It's just nuts. The only e-moto I own is an RTR, and I have the motor upgrade, which it hasn't even gone in. And the closest thing to that that I enjoyed thoroughly is the Segway Cyber, and it doesn't even hold a candle to it. And I love the
Yeah.
Cyber. Yeah.
The Tomar asked, can you add a large extra battery to the Velotrek Nomad 2? I don't think you can.
No. Well,
Yeah.
first, anything is possible. You give me the application, the desktop software, and say, I tell the display and the controller that the factory system is going to be increased in amp hours, then I can roll it in. But the problem with that is it's integrated into the BMS, and the BMS is isolated to the battery. The battery is known for its own specs, so it has its own max voltage and max capacity. So that's the programming that goes into this thing. So if you cut in another battery and it's not integrated with the same BMS, that the BMS doesn't know it's there, the system in the e-bike says, no, no, this isn't matching, and it throws an error. And one of the first companies to do this stuff that I recall doing it was Rad Power Bikes. I think they did that in the transition from the Rover 5 to the 6. It wasn't as good, anywhere near as good as what you see with Velotric and Aventon, but it was there. Like, they had voltage limiters on them. It's also what you see on the XP4 now, right? The XP4 has a voltage limiter, throws an error if it peaks past 54.6.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let me
Yeah, but
answer you, bro.
well, hang on a second though. You made it work though on the XP4.
Well, the only dual battery with the same voltage, right? You can't. So I tried to add a 52-volt battery to a 48-volt system on the XP4, and it will not accept. Like, it
Mm.
throws out. Yeah.
Um, Let me see. Gary from E-Bike Adventures, advertisers shop, or Scott, magician, advertisers shops pay, but it's a dead link. So PayPal is the only way to pay, and it's 6 months. If they actually had longer financing, I think they could sell way more bikes. Probably. I mean, I'm surprised they don't use what's that? What, there's one that a lot of them use. Even Aventon uses. It's like I think it like gives you like a year or something like that. I can't remember what it is, accent or something like that. I don't know. I'm surprised they don't use that instead.
What are you talking about?
Um,
Like,
for like
financing?
financing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
For financing. Um, Big Ralph TV, have you all discussed the also e-bike? We have a little bit. Neither one of us have seen it. I mean, we've seen it on videos like you have, but we will be checking it out at CES in January. Matt and I will be down there checking out
Is it really
stuff.
called also?
It is
Also, even, oh
because
man, here
it
I
can be
go.
this kind of bike, or it can also be this kind of bike, or it can also be this kind of bike, right?
Going
So,
in.
um,
Yeah.
James Brown, I have the Frago X2 Pro E-Moto. It has pedals, but it's a blast to ride, far more comfortable than my Warrior.
So we're in.
Let me see, Chaxologist. So pedal e-bikes only specialize in complete control of acceleration curve through pedaling, while the throttle only assists in its acceleration. Otherwise, refining the latter would be complicated thing, or would complicate things. I just
Absolutely.
I got lost reading that comment. That's big brain stuff right there. Um, but somebody purchased an Adventure 3, and they said they watched a lot of my videos, and look, you're gonna enjoy the Adventure 3 is still like my favorite fat tire e-bike, the easiest
36
one to just
volts.
grab. Yeah, but
Most
it doesn't ride like
unassuming,
a
like, craziness. You're right. Like, I'm not trying to take it away. You win.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
Because
I
I
know.
remember when we I was like they're 36 volts and you're like, and I'm like, let's take them out for a ride. You'll see what I'm talking about. And it performs just as well as any 48 volt that
Yeah, it did.
yep, yep.
It was weird, but it did.
It's weird, but that's how
So
it works. Uh
and then there was no volume to it either. That was the craziest thing is you expect an offset of volume for capacity, and it doesn't do that. It's all in the bike programming, which is
yeah.
nuts. Yeah.
Let me see. Yep.
AYRH9MV. Have you ever? Yes. Yes, I have.
We oh, you did do it. Yeah.
Anyway, I've done it on rads, I've done it on electrics. Like, just get
I
into
think the
electricallwheel.com. No, get into the YouTube channel Electric All Wheel and then just search 52, and then you'll see the opposing stuff. Because
yeah,
52 is
I think
not
it
a
was
common voltage, honestly. Aerial
yeah,
Rider is the one that put me
if
on
you
52s.
if you're gonna be seeing anybody, which with the X class that came out, I'm hoping that they come out and they redo like the Kepler and the Grizzly, which I mean they gotta be redoing those, right? So hopefully
Come on
those
now. Come
what?
on. Come on.
Hop on the party, bro. Everybody's,
I'm on a party. I hear you.
you know,
We
well,
know that the Kepler is getting a refresh. It's already in the groups. It is leaked. And I know
and
that you know that I know that you show me that I know that the way that it looks. Um, X class,
that
I I don't know, like 60 volt. I feel like it just skipped a beat. Like it's as if the 72-volt genre like just catapulted itself ahead of them while Aerial Rider was trying to keep up. Is that fair?
but I mean, look, you're talking about how like all these 72-volt bikes are out there, and then you got a Venton out there rocking 36 volt and still holding their own in the market. So having whether it be 52 or 60 volt, well, 60 volt is my D class. I mean, just all companies are moving. Most of all companies are moving to these higher voltage bikes, but to get better performance out of them, I
What are we really getting? Is RPMs? I think
don't
the
know. I think you
the
would be
top
more to
end
one to answer
RPM.
that than you would be the one to answer that more than I would.
I remember pacing you on a 60 cruiser while you were on a 72 Scout,
Yep. And you were
and
good
I
until the
was
last 10 miles per
yeah,
hour. At 44, I started pulling away.
yeah.
Well, you were at 44. Yeah, we were together, and then I was just
Mhm.
the day.
So it's that, right? The voltage allows for the higher speed, um, and it also speaks to what we were talking about with the Venton, right? They were able to pull it off with a 36-volt battery, and so it just depends. It goes back to the question is like the square wave, and then you're talking about the throttle and all the refinement and how they get into and do that stuff. And what we're not talking about is the fact that if these companies are doing all of this crazy, crazy refinement where it's, software driven and programming and they're analyzing every little minute detail and they're setting up parameters in the firmware, that has to be maintained. Right, and that's one of the other issues with other e-bikes out there as well, is that I would say that Velotric dumped a lot of money into preparing themselves for the future, and they ignored the upfront in hopes that they captured all of that, so they took care of making sure that they could do firmware updates for the controller, for the display, for the battery, and all that stuff. That's what keeps electric all-wheel out of it. Aventon, right? They were hot on the heels of Aventon. Electric electric e-bikes doesn't do any of this stuff. Not to that degree. I don't How
Well,
do you
and
feel
that's
about
what,
that?
yeah, but that's how they're able to keep their bikes like very affordable.
No, no, like, I mean, yes, but a 1,200 or $1,300 Fold 1? Like, come on, like, that's a quality deal, right?
Yeah,
Am I mean,
yeah. No, the fold
I'll
one.
take a Nomad over an or an X-Peak.
Yeah, well, I would too,
A
just because of the.
V3 over a Nomad, I would say that's you. I would probably stay with a Nomad, but I know you would get a Venture V3
Well,
without even blinking your eyeballs.
dude, I had both of the bikes and I sold my Nomad. I sold my
Mhm.
Nomads and I kept my Adventure. I just like the geometry of it better. Um, let's see what. Oh, it was Big Ref TV for the. He's the one that mentioned the Adventure 3 from the comments above. Dude, you're gonna love that bike. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Uh,
Yeah.
Gary from my e-bike adventures, he said, I want the Rambless. I would have bought it if it wasn't 36 volt, dude. You
Don't
you
sleep on
wouldn't
there.
have
Yeah,
if
don't.
100 newton meters of torque, man, that thing it's a blast. I mean, I liked it so much that I bought a second one. It was crazy. Um
Trails
uh
Park mountain bike. Uh, AIMA Big Sur, Nomad was because AIMA doesn't have any proprietary electronics, and it turns out it's a lot easier to mod because
Mod.
of
I
that.
can see that. Yeah. If you're
Yeah,
wanting to
for
mod
sure.
it, then yeah. Yeah.
Keep in mind, um, their latest 2 cycles of controllers, if you decide to dual battery your Big Sur, you're gonna wanna use a DX2 because of the efficiency. What happens in a balancer is the typical run-of-the-mill balancer, the black box with the extendies on it, it has MOSFETs in there. So what's really going on is it's going between one battery and the other really, 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 really fast. Now, a DX2 is so efficient that it can perceptively make it seem as if there's no bouncing between the batteries, which when you move from one to the other is a voltage drop, right? And this is what happened with the V2, the Adventure V2. That smart battery would see the bouncing between them, and then it would say, "Oh, voltage drop," and then the bike itself would be like, "Voltage drop, therefore the bike is turned off. Turn off the system." And so the battery would cut off, and you would be tied to only your second battery. And of course, the battery recommended was not a smart battery from Aventon, just a hardwired 48-volt battery. And the way it was bypassed was by using the DX2. And the DX2 essentially wipes off this notion of it bouncing back and forth and provides a continuous um, voltage readout to the system. And so AIMA in their latest editions had the same issue. So if you go down that road, make sure that you use a DX2 if you go there. And we do have videos for that. And in the descriptions, I uploaded it. And there was a lot of discrepancy that we had. Like, Scott, I think you'll appreciate this. When writing, it was as if the controller would cut out, and we couldn't figure it out because the torque sensor on this thing was so sensitive, right? You had it your cadence had to be perfect, and your pressure on every rotation had to be perfect, or it would just cut out, and it would feel like the whole bike was cutting out, right? And then if somebody did dual battery, they'd be like, "Oh, well, that's the dual battery is cutting out, therefore the electric all-wheel product is failing." I was like, "Oh god. Shoot me now." No, that's not what's happening. But I remember that. So you're saying, yes, AIMA has it and it's easier to mod, but they're on top of it too. They wanna be right up there with the big 3 for sure, I guarantee it. And that CEO, she don't play. I've seen her a few times, and she's all about it.
um Jacksologist asked, what do you think about Velotrek Summit's throttle placement? I don't think you've rode the Summit. I had one for a
Mm-mm.
long time and modified it and all that. So just so you know, the thumb throttle's on the left hand side, and you use but it's like under, so you push it forward, like on the Discover.
The horizontal?
So you're not doing it down, you're pushing it forward.
Yeah,
right?
the horizontal thumb throttle.
Which
Yeah.
that bike is super fun. The throttle does like 30 miles an hour, which is what he said. Um, I
Yeah.
think
No.
I bet you Velotric does a lot more of that throttle placement. At first, I didn't like it. I was like, oh, this is kind of weird, but it was just something I wasn't used to. Um, it does make it easier and less flexing on your thumb because like whenever you're putting your thumb up to put it down and you're constantly doing this, when while you have your hands on the grips, you just push them forward. So that's I
You
mean
know what has it?
what
The
has it?
thing I have is the scooter has it, and I couldn't get a fine control on it at all.
Oh,
Immediately was like, I need a vertical thumb throttle. I must have it. I don't
well,
I do not so what do you the X Peak 2, like the newer electric stuff are doing the horizontal thumb throttles. I'm not a
yeah.
fan of those at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
So
think
I'm
electric
assuming that's the same thing, right?
I believe so, yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
basically the same. Yeah. Yeah. Although with those, I mean, dude, you could always like angle it. You know what I mean? Like even though they're like this, you could still like put it at an angle so where you're still like coming down on it. Um, yeah.
No.
Let's see, Chexologist. Yeah, the only mod I'll put in the Summit
Thumbs
is
down.
An Adventure Three's narrower riser handlebars and tubeless tires. Hmm.
I have
They
a
don't.
question for the
Oh, they don't.
people, for you
Mhm.
too, right? How much personality do y'all wanna see? Like, how much of my feelings towards all of this stuff do you really, really, really want, right? Like, do you really wanna know what I think about it? Like, Scott and I will get into it. Um, we're gonna throw down over what's coming from Aerial Rider. We just can't do it publicly yet. Um, I I have my druthers for cafe style or e-moto style frames, right? So Segway
Yeah.
Cyber, Goat, Rev One, and a lot of that speaks to my height. But when I get on them, I'm just like, nope. This is great and it's fun, but nope. Even the Segway Cyber, I have my limits. I know what it is. I know what it feels like. So it comes to this place of I wanna be Matt from Tail Happy. I want people to say Matt from Electric All Wheel like they say Matt from Tail Happy, but it's like, how much of my personality do you want in me getting ready to say that to you? Do you
Are you
need
talking
that?
about Are you talking about it in a review?
I'd say in a review, but, most of my videos are not, right,
I know they're like
you know,
live events
I
that you were doing.
it's an event or I'm doing an instructional, it's an install. Even, like, in the old days, I didn't even ride the bikes, I would just do the install and be like, "There you go, see you later, goodbye," you know?
No clue how
Join
it's
the
gonna
group.
perform. Figure it out.
None
Let me know in the
whatsoever.
comments.
Straight confidence, "Look at my face, this is working," right? This is how but, it's still 30 minutes of edited content because I gotta put it out there, and no one's riding an e-bike, and it's dry. And so I think about that often is like, how much of what I really personally think do you really wanna hear in these videos as it's coming out? And then where is the line? You, Scott, are very regimented, like, there is a standard protocol, and we shall not mess this up. And I know that coming here, putting you on the Predator, getting on the Magician, and the opportunity to ride here was awesome, but you still like, your metrics were
Stumbled.
off.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
stumbled for sure.
and
I was definitely out of my comfort zone. But if you're talking about like, I mean, my personality was still the same, right? The experience was still the same. It just wasn't. I wasn't able to have it as regimented as I'm used to doing. And that's only because of like, I'm like, oh, okay, we don't have the Hill of Doom. What do we have here? Like, what are my resources that are here?
the
You got
bridge
this.
from hell,
You got
but it's
you
not
got
really.
this. You got the stupid sugar sand, which
Oh, yeah,
doesn't
got you
which
there. I know
yeah,
that
that stuff
one.
that
You
sucks.
didn't
That's the
know what
worst
was
sand ever.
happening.
Did not like that at all. Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
like Framolab, right? The formula is different. right? Like everybody's formula, at least that's what I'm figuring that they put, like, all of us reviewers, we all bring something different to the equation. Gary's different than us. He's on the channel right now. Um, Alex from Maximum Charge, like we all have our own way of doing stuff, and
Yeah.
not everybody relates to how I do things. Not everybody relates to how Alex does things, or even Matt from Tell Happy TV, right? People, you know, it. So then it's good to have all these different reviewers with different styles, and dude, just don't be fake, right? Just be you. So it's not like you're not I don't feel like when I watch your reviews, you're not turning down your personality at all. You're the same dude on these lives that I've hung out with. So
Oh, you're so sweet.
no, it's
Thanks.
terrible. I never
Wait,
watch your
do
lives.
you
I
like
never
that
watch your
guy?
lives.
Oh god,
No,
never mind.
no, not at all, not at all. Um, so I was gonna be like, I just need you to change everything, right? Just not much, but just
Everything.
everything. Yeah,
Got it.
yeah,
Got it.
yeah. No,
I'm
I
looking to
look.
like next step is gonna work inside, right? Like I'm just like gonna abandon the outdoor area, no shell. We're gonna get a roof and make it like a perfect workbench and like some
Oh my
shiplap
gosh,
on the
yeah,
back with a
like
logo. It's
the
gonna be
bike
great.
cave and
Yeah, yeah.
Run Bike Mike and what was it? I
'Cause
can't remember
everybody's
the
got
second
their
kid.
lab that they go in to do no, like, I remember the I have a video out, I think it was the Rad Rover 5 where I dual battery, and it's like, I'm working on a bare earth grass patch next to the house where it's at, underneath the awning because, 1, I don't give a crap about lighting, the audio, who cares about that too, and like, "Oh, look at me, a thumbnail picture," and d I'm struggling to see where I was going with this.
Well, you were talking about should you I don't know if you
Change
were
everything?
meaning. No, not change everything. I think that you were trying to say, like, should I just be like and tell you that, oh, I think this bike's a piece of crap or whatever, or
Well, I don't
I think
I've
somebody's head is
avoided
shaped
that.
weird, you know.
Yeah. I've avoided that, and I think that that part is, another situation, like, you have ridden with me, anytime I encounter an e-bike on the trail, I always tell 'em I like your bike, every time, like, no matter what, love your
I know,
e-bike.
I
E-bike
know, that's
riders
one thing I noticed, dude. That is not something he just does on film. When I was riding around with him for like 4 days, every time he
yeah,
saw somebody on a bike, even if it was just a blur as we're passing him at 50 miles an hour, all they heard was, "I like your bike. I like your bike." It was like,
yeah.
it was yeah, so, yeah, the dude, I don't say would change. I mean, why change anything? It's working for you. I mean, look, dude, my last review, I did specs in the snow in my backyard because I'm just like, all right, here we go.
Oh, why
I
would
guess
I
this is what it
change
is.
this?
This is what it is now. So
D
yeah, there's
Have you ever seen the Sugar Shack on YouTube?
sounds familiar. I think I have. We have a Sugar
And
Shack
so
here in
it's like
Chicago,
a
but
so they do acoustic sets of reggae music, in Venice, Florida. And the backyard is like tiki torches, and they had the palm trees and everything. I was like, "Oh, I want that, I wanna live that," right? So, you have the introduction of the red Adirondacks and the high step of those, and then the palms all the way around, and I start, like, learning to propagate and germinate plants so that I can build this environment to do this thing, and I'm working in shell, which is the dumbest idea you could ever have when working with really small screws and all these fine parts for an e-bike, but I'm just like, "Hey, it's Matt from Electric All Wheel here to lose the next screw for the day." And you should have seen me like, anybody watch the live for the X Peak, I dropped 2 of those things and just panic ensued, and it was worse than the live where I lost my keys. So if you guys were on that one, holy cow, I was panicking internally. It's like, "How am I gonna get this back?" And I think that was Thanksgiving Day. But if you're saying, "Alright, why would you wanna change?" It's like, yes, there's an essence of authenticity, but I look at like, if you watch Mike Mitchell, right? He's building from scratch a brand new mountain bike and he's got like the stand. He's able to move up and down. He's got his tools right at his hand. Like there's a whole procession for what I do. Like I bring out the tools, I set up the tripod, I have to set up the rack, get the bike set, turn it, make sure that all the tools are there, make sure I have power, make sure that the thing that I'm getting ready to do is there, have a backup set. So backup battery, backup components in case something fails. And it just gets to be a lot. I wish it was just around me, which is also why it's so enjoyable to go into the shop with Brad, right? To be there. So he knows we're pretty, in line with the way we think about things and how it goes. So when he works on it, he makes a suggestion, I make a suggestion, and it's so. And I appreciate the benefit of having all that stuff around me. So it's like, would you guys rather me be in a shop? Do you want me there? Or do you
Oh,
appreciate this, like, like this
the live real
guerrilla
experience, or do you want it
style? Yeah, like
edited?
you want me out
Yeah.
here doing this thing, dropping the screw, losing it, cussing up a storm, and be like, this sucks. E-bikes are the dumbest thing ever. I can't stand this. I'm never doing it again. But man, I really like this. It
That's
sure
why
is
you
a
don't
good
see that,
ride.
dude. That's why you don't see me work on stuff. I mean, like if I'm doing an assembly video, trust me, I'm getting paid to do it because I do not like doing those on film because I'm like cursing a lot. I like lose stuff. My hands cramp up, because I'm just old, and it's that kind of stuff. And heaven forbid, dude, you can lose bolts real easy in AstroTurf as well. Let me tell you. So,
I found him. I
dude,
found him, my man.
yeah, I know. I need
I
to
could
run a
go there right
magnet through
now
that.
and I could treasure hunt that place
One
and
hundred
find them
percent.
everywhere.
I should get that magnet thing and just run it across because I'd
Yeah,
probably be
you get the
like,
one with
wow,
rollers.
yeah, I could just
The
restack
very
a
line.
whole package of stuff.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
see. Look, people were commenting. See, look, they're like, no, Matt, like keep it real, keep being yourself. Um, you don't need to change anything, right? Like I don't plan on changing anything. But Cleveland Francisco, wait a minute, did I say that right? Cleveland Francois, 77. God, I like the fact that my reviews put all the bikes through the same paces. That's where it threw me off, right? Because we were trying to replicate when I was down there with you to try to put them, and I'm like, I just don't have the same angles and stuff. Um, Gaminator got a nice 85-inch TV, and guess what I watch? Not sports.
E-bikes all
Uh,
day.
Oh, Gary, let me see. I ride them and talk about them, and I think you have a structured video. Not me, it's off the cuff, but I think you're top notch. I bow to you, and your reviews are great. Do I say thank you, or do you say thank you? I think we both say
I'll
thank
say
you.
thank you. Mwah.
Thank
Love you.
you, Gary. But here's my
Wink,
thought
wink.
process. They get run through the same thing, but look, once I start on the road trip, guys, I don't know what's going to happen that day, right? Like it is what it is. Like we're going to run it through the same testings in the same locations, but shit happens in between those.
For the
You
kids,
know,
Scott,
there's no kids on here. I set it up for no kids.
apple juice and no cursing. Like, be
Uh,
kind.
I'm
Uh-huh.
A&W root beer diet or sugar free,
It's not
zero
shit, it's
sugar.
shite. That's what I'm trying to say.
Uh-huh.
Hmm. You gotta be good. We're gonna get kicked off of YouTube. Also, this is hosted on your channel, so you're
Yeah.
the first
So I
one to
mean,
go.
so yeah,
Yeah.
there I go.
Uh-huh.
That's why Mike was talking about doing something where live where people can call in, and I'm like, no. I'm like,
Negatives.
I'm not getting shut down by somebody else. Like, no, that's not happening.
Get me roped into an argument and I'll never let go. Never ever.
But,
Oh, Cleveland Francois. Scott. I like the fact I think you said this. I like the fact that your reviews show all the bikes going through the same paces. That's very informative. Cleveland, nobody asked you. I got a Hill of Doom. I got those
where
things.
is it?
I got full side shitty city of Chicago, lakeshore ride. I can roll up on an iceberg just like Scott can anytime I want. MD
Yeah.
Sohill. I need like some AI pictures of an iceberg where I'm riding. Just make it happen, please.
I
Yeah,
don't know if
I
he was
don't have
still
a
on there
hill.
because he
That's
didn't.
my biggest problem. I
Well,
don't have like a
you have that bridge.
burdensome. That ain't. It's not the pitch. So the percent incline is standardized, right? And so
Yeah.
there's not much there, and I can't get that hill of doom, like, it's such a steep grade, it's viable for that comparison, and I don't have that. I've thought about using, like, an on-ramp hill, so where they build out the hills when they do an overpass or something, and just trying to climb one of those, but I don't wanna be anywhere near traffic while I'm doing
Right.
this, especially if
If
there's
you
a problem, yeah.
right. Oh, I tell you what, dude, on my last review with that Pucky Puppy, I took it up the Hill of Doom and it was snowy and ice. And I was,
No, no.
dude, I know if I guarantee you, if Mike Marmo was with me, he'd be like, do not do this at all. Do not do it. But I did not. I had people, there was like bales of hay in the middle of
Yeah.
it and stuff. I went up on the left side, which I don't feel like the angle, because like the hill will drop and the angle's still not like the same. I don't know. But
Did you
it was
drone
still
shot
steep.
that?
No, I didn't, but I had the 360 going because
Okay, yeah, I know
there
your
were some
drone
kids
shot, like,
sledding.
required it, right? So if you went up the left side, the drone couldn't cycle it couldn't come back around,
No, it would be able
if I
to because then
remember right.
I would turn into it if but here's the
Okay.
thing, I normally ride in the middle and um but there was people on the sled thing. So all of a sudden this drone doesn't have any side. So it's just going to take sledders out on the way up the hill. And I didn't want to deal with that. There were like three teenage boys there. They would probably get out of the way, but I just before I thought about it too long, I just did it, right? Because I'm like, I don't know about this, and then just like screw it, hit the throttle. That was the only. I think if I would have set up the drone and thought about it and stuff, I'd been like, yeah, I'm probably not going to do this. So sometimes you just have to kind of go with what you have. Um, Trails Park MTB. We have no good places to ride in Denver. Denver's the only way to find a Hill of Doom sort of thing would be to drive the bike to Golden, Colorado. Well, probably.
And so you're looking for terrain. So if my understanding is correct, like, the altitude variation in Denver isn't there until you get out to Golden, and then you get the
Start
the
get the
hilly
mountains.
ups and
Yeah.
downs, yeah. Denver is just up there. Like, it's
Um,
just high.
Tom R says he's 6'5", he's 6'5", and currently has a Nomad 2. What are some of the other bikes that you guys would recommend that you think are similar but maybe better? Well, now we're talking wired. Now we're talking Magician. They are huge bikes, which are great for those people 6'5". Like he would fit on a Warrior, he'd fit on a Scout, he'd fit on a
Yeah,
Predator, he'd fit on the Alpha, right?
yeah,
I mean, if you're looking for something like better and stronger than the Nomad 2, all of those bikes have full suspension. They're all air suspension, powerful motors, dual batteries, and the bikes
am I
themselves are
allowed?
probably about uh,
I wanna throw in, like, the Kepler One.
um,
Like,
uh,
that bike still is just a beast, still. The Kepler
which I didn't even
One,
ride when I was there at your place because I was all about the
it's a
I was
52
all
volt 1,000-watt rear hub, 30 plus miles an hour, like, and the the rack on that thing is just ungodly. Like, it's huge, and it holds so much. And yes, it's a hardtail, but if you add a suspension seat post, there's no loss. And the frame has a lot of capacity. And plus, you're looking, I think it was like 400 on a payload. So that bike, even now, and you could refine it. You could go multiple different paths level selections. You could also do input per pass, and then you could cut off throttle, if I recall. So I mean, way before its time, and when it was at its peak, that bike was selling at $1,500 delivered.
yeah, that sound yeah, that's nice. I see Mike
Dude,
Rochester. He popped in here and he said, "Bro, I'll be doing that He'll with you all day, just not the concrete beach. It's too close to the water for him. It's-
Gary, you're welcome to come down. I can
Sorry,
see that you like the weather. Come on through. Just let me know.
I'm sorry, guys.
We'll get you out of Connecticut.
I had that cough. Right, normally I hit mute. Grandbabies made me sick, and I've been dealing with it. Not the outside ride. I was just fine during that.
Wait,
Um,
what is the mute button? What do you what? You
yeah,
got
I've coughed
control?
like three. Yeah, I've coughed like three times, but I mute me.
What are
You
you
can mute you.
how? What are you talking?
You see the little indicators on the right hand side there.
No, I got the phone turned around so you could have the best
Oh
picture of
yeah.
me. I
Hmm.
can't control it.
Okay, well then,
You
if
gotta
you would see the screen, you would see that you have a little
how's my
mic button.
skin? Is my skin looking good? The glasses
Yeah.
make me look smart.
You know what? Gary is the one who likes to talk about that. Um, so he'll tell us if our sound and a video looks good. Let me see.
You're on the hook.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Um, James Brown did 11 mile today, 10 degrees in Michigan. Yeah. Was beautiful with all the snow around. Yeah, I agree. Like I ride these bikes still. I will ride them all year long. And I run errands with them and stuff all the time. And I still find that more appealing than dealing with Chicago traffic. Marf, ugh, Mar, Mar FGE. I'm thinking on getting a Tomeo bike version V29 Pro, which I have reviewed, but I've seen that the V20 isn't that much of a difference. I don't prioritize rank or anything. I just usually range. He doesn't prioritize range or do anything. Usually do around 15 miles a day. I just want one that's fast. Can't remember
Good
how
dude,
fast I
Gary.
got. I'm not sure how fast I got on my V29 Pro, but my review is out there if you want to see. Gaminator, hey Scott, I know you're a busy man, but have you had the chance to look at the Testway X7 all-wheel drive bike yet? I have not reached.
Everybody's on Testway. What the
I
hell am
know.
I missing?
I don't know. They haven't
What is
reached out to me.
happening? I feel like
They,
such a reject right now, and everybody's
they,
loving them too. Right?
yeah,
Am I wrong?
no, I mean Mike Hyde's on it. I think even Mike Mitchell has I think he's done something with Tesway.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, no, we're just the black sheep of the Tesway clan, apparently.
This is what it
Um,
is, man. They're just picking up the scraps all the time.
you know,
All right, I'm
um,
looking at these Tamo bikes. These are all like
I reviewed
e-moto,
the
e-scooter, like that kind of stuff.
yeah, the V29 is the one, but
It
I think I did
has
the
like
V29 Pro, dual batteries. It was a comfortable ride.
14-year-old.
It's a very stubby bike.
Like I feel like
Video and
this is
audio is
what the
great.
teenagers would want to get, right? If the parents didn't want to buy them an e-moto, they're going to buy something like this.
Yeah, if they can't afford it. Yeah.
So what is the V29? 1500 watts. 32 miles an hour. Is that accurate, Scott?
I don't think it
Did you
was. I
ride a
think
V29?
I did. Oh, now I'm gonna have a coughing fit. The
Don't die.
I know. I think the speedometer's off.
So the last one I rode speedometer was super off was the Apis F3, and that thing was ridiculous. And it went, I think it was 2 miles an hour at minimum
Ooh.
variance. And then at
Yeah.
high speed, it went upwards of 5 miles an hour. It was off. So it would
Yeah.
show like 32 when it was actually 28. It's ridiculous. But it did get to 28 miles an hour. So it would peak out on the class 3, but it wasn't the 30 plus miles an hour you were seeing on the display. And that's
Yeah.
static, right? When I touch base with you, there's no way to adjust. You can't adjust the diameter of the wheel, so there's no way to fix it.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Yeah. So you just kind of like, oh, okay, if it's reading 32, I'm doing, 28 or 29.
Yeah.
Yikes. I got something in the back of my throat now.
Don't
Um,
die. A and
Cleveland.
W. Do it.
I'm out. Look, I'm like, oh no, empty bottles, empty bottles.
Apple juice.
I
Do the
know.
apple juice.
I don't have the juice. Where do I see it? Cleveland. asked to please discuss and compare the Magician versus Wired software. Uh,
Uh,
that's a
Interface
law.
or what are we gonna call it?
But
Rider integration, I would call it.
I mean,
I think.
neither the Befang well, Befang has the Wire doesn't have a phone app. Thing does.
Do you want me to
Yeah,
rip
because
this one?
yeah, go ahead and do that one. I'm
All
probably
right, here we
just
go.
gonna cough my head off here for a minute.
Go get some water. I got this. So here it is. If you want, like, if it is the user interface of the application and just being able to intuitively get into the display and change the settings, knowing exactly what you're doing at all times inside the settings, wired hands down all day, every day, twice on Sunday. And it's very much the same as what Lectric did with their changeover from the XP3 to the XP4 and what they've got on the newer display bikes. After that, if I'm to pick any bike out here right now that I have my hands on and can get on to this day where it is, the refinement of the electronics, etc., it is the Magician Alpha. Torque sensing unlocked, fully loaded, 100% on throttle for every pass with 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 on the, was it Stealth, Eco, Boost Plus, and Turbo. It's the only way to fly. And I typically ride my Magician Alpha in stealth mode, and I am able to control speed with torque sensor from 7 miles an hour all the way up to 32 miles per hour just by changing the way I pedal. And I can consciously think it and enact that with my cadence and the pressure that I'm applying, which is just unfreaking believable in my mind. I can't believe that I have that much control on the Alpha. I wish that the user interface of the settings that you get with wired was kind of meshed in with what you get with the magician bikes or vice versa. The only thing that I would ask for from wired is just make this thing more quiet. Though I do love the noise right now in the e-bike community and at large, noise draws attention, draws problems, especially if you're going fast. And fast is denoted by the pitch, and the pitch of the wired bikes is scream. It screams at you and it screams some more and it says, I'm
Look
getting
at
ready to go
me.
very fast and I'm gonna eat your face off. That's what it says. And that's
Hmm.
all I wish it would take away. So wired for sure. That interface was well thought out. He did very well with that. Like changing over from all those disastrous P and C settings, and getting that honed in to just general text and understanding from a commonplace way of navigating a user interface like that is hands down the best. And it's a distant second if you've experienced electric e-bike. And then after that, Magician isn't bad. It's just the layout is different and it's not terrible to use until you get into the advanced settings and you're just like, oh, am I really supposed to be here? But it also integrates with the application. So you can override any of those worries by just getting into your phone app and doing it. I have not, for the masses, so everyone knows, done the OTA. I'm not going to do it until I'm just done beating the crap out of the bikes as they are.
Well, why
I
don't? Couldn't
will.
you do it? Can you do it to the to your red alpha?
I am, but I'm like, so long as everything works out based on the conversation you and I had before this live,
Hmm.
Brad and I will review the alphas together. That's the plan.
With yeah, because I
And
know.
so
I mean, I
I
just know
want
the
him to do the
issues.
same.
I know the issues that we had
Mhm.
with the alpha, like in the other modes, like
Yeah.
the class 2 and class 3 and cadence mode. So I'm hoping that with the OTA that is been
But I think
improved.
we're in a place now where I'm sure you can agree that There's only one mode for the Magician Alpha. You just torque
Yeah,
and
torque and
unlock it.
unlimited. Yeah,
Yeah, just let it
yeah.
go, and
But
you get control over everything.
I'm the kind of guy that if we have these different options, then the other option should work because it shouldn't be that way. Where the only way
Yeah.
that the bike works perfect is if it's in torque and unlimited mode, right? Like then, if that's the case, then that's how it should have just been, and you shouldn't be able to make all these changes to it. But it needs to work perfect in every mode that it's in. Well, not perfect, but at least not the
It
craziness I
should
had.
be
So
refined enough for control, yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
And as we both know, you put it in class two on cadence, there is no control.
I have
It
no
is
control.
you're just going straight out. So
Wait, they fixed that. So, like,
did they?
yeah, like, all that's taken care of. It is to say that I haven't done the updates because I just never moved past where it should have been in the first place.
Well, that's what I was
The
saying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's been fixed or not because you won't do the freaking updates. You know the issues that we had with that, and you will know if they've been fixed.
Right, but it's like the only reason they exist is for norms of society, and if you're buying this bike, the very first thing you need to do is unlimited torque, and that's it. Leave it there. You get such refined control out of it, and it's guaranteed that that's the way they designed this bike. They didn't give a crap about Class 2 settings while they were setting up the capabilities for the top end of that freaking motor and what it can do. They were not caring about that when they were setting up the power output and the torque capability for climb mode, right? They didn't None of that mattered. It's like class 2 and all the settings in between were an afterthought to match the requirements of the states,
Yeah,
right? The United States. And
but not everybody's gonna. I'm telling you, not everybody's gonna
I
want
feel you.
unlimited, right?
Hey,
You
listen,
know,
when I do a full-on range test, like a Scott Hardesty 3-state review, and I take this triple battery alpha and I go do the thing, sure, I'm gonna probably drop it into class 2, so I can't go past 20 miles an hour so I can get the
no, class
range that I
three.
want, but
Yeah,
that's the no. I like class 2 at 20 says that the Micah toll constant has the highest chance of becoming probable, right?
and that's
I
whether
need
throttle
them,
or pedal assist.
yeah, 20 miles an hour, doesn't matter. Right? If you move beyond that, it's when they go awry, right? That's
Yeah,
the drive a Hellcat like a Hellcat, and you're gonna get
right.
crappy
That's
gas
why.
mileage. Yeah,
Well, Gary makes a good point. He's like, norm people shouldn't buy that bike. Normal people. It's not made for the normies, I guess.
it's
Um,
it's amazing though. Like,
yeah, I know, but here's the
you
thing. It's like, and that's going to come with the Alpha Mini, which I have to watch El Happy's review on that. Um, which that
yeah,
I mean, I have such high expectations for that bike, and so I'm just hoping that you ever have like really high expectations and you get it and you're like, eh, you know.
it's gonna be fine. It's gonna so there was a comment in the live chat earlier about the angle of the fork, and I think that's gonna be one of the biggest deciding factors, plus the fact that the second battery is over the rear hub. Right. With the Escape Ranger, you have the majority of the battery weight running right down the center of axis um, of the frame. And so that helps to keep it very geometrically aligned in terms of weight. The fork angle on the Alpha Mini is going to provide the same kind of stability that it was meant to achieve on the Alpha itself. And then the weight distribution remains to be seen, right? Because the smaller frame and just compact
Mhm.
sizing, the
Lower
rider is actually
battery,
gonna,
lower height. Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna sit higher, right? So you'll change the center of gravity in a rider bike combination. So who knows? But holy moly, the Escape Ranger, like, it just torched the Magician Alpha off the line, and I couldn't keep up. Just and it's the same stuff,
Yeah.
same stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I
So
mean,
we'll see.
I like the 20. I know that's what you. I know that's why I ordered it. Um,
Hmm.
I'm do I'm not a huge
Do
fan
you
of how
feel
it
guilty
looks.
for that?
No, no, no. It's just I'm not a huge fan of how the
What
Ranger
are you
looks.
talking about, dog? Like, what do you mean? Hold on. What are we saying here?
We all have our flavor taste.
What is wrong
You
with
know.
this thing? What's
Well,
wrong
number
with it?
one is
Tell me
number
what.
one is it's 2 feet off the ground, so that's your first problem.
I
Um,
mean, fine, but they give you, so it's just like wired. He
no, I'm
sends
talking your
two different
stand.
C post sizes.
It's on your
Oh,
stand. That's what.
oh, you hush your mouth. I thought that's because
Um,
like short bus, like the 20
no,
inchers.
the thing that it's the top bar. No, everything else is fine with the bike. I'm like, not totally sold
It's
on that top.
this. So it's
No,
this, right? This like
it-
gap thing here you got.
yeah, the top
You just
bar.
feel weird about it.
Yeah, I don't
Crossbar.
know. Yeah, is that whatever the crossbar?
Look at this linkage. Look at this. Look how this lays out. Look how it's cut.
Yeah, see ya, see ya.
It's just, yeah. So yes, this does
Generation
look
e-bikes, they're
awkward.
like, it's freaking beautiful.
Thank you,
You know what?
Brad.
And
Thank you.
realistically, to be honest, here's the deal: most 20-inch bikes, the 20-inch bikes that I review are either moped style or they're step throughs. So this will be the first one that's not right. So that's you know, it's just something I'm just not used to yet.
Can you see the way
See,
the rims are?
so I remember
So the
somebody
nipples
said
are coming on.
gold rims would look dope on the blue.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they would. Don't get me started.
Gary says, Scott, I believe you and I are the same size. The Escape Ranger I will find very comfortable. I have no doubt with that because I like those 20-inch bikes. The uh, the generation bikes goes, he goes, but Scott likes the looks of the four-wheel recumbent bike. No, I said I didn't hate it. Said I didn't hate it.
Yeah, you toast. You're caught. Everybody
Um,
knows.
okay, so thank you, Cleveland. Right? He's like, I don't like the looks of the exterior battery and the top bar. Looks like a DIY project to me. I don't think it looks like a DIY project. To be honest,
Oh,
it's just not something I'm used to.
oh,
Right?
you hurt my feelings, bro. You know how many times I've stacked a down tube battery on top of the factory? That cuts to the
Right? He's
core.
like, that is 100%
That
DIY.
is the 100% dual battery setup for electric all wheel. Like, you hurt my feelings, Cleveland.
Matt
Man.
does love Tune Master G. Matt does. He does love golden rims. 100%.
Oh, those are coming. So we couldn't get them into production because the Ling Shui controller on the 60-volt wired Freedom transitioned and they upgraded their stuff. It was same motor, but something happened with Hintalk and they couldn't quite figure it out. So I ordered from Henry Zhao, which is Dave Cleveland slash eCell's old supplier, and I got them. It worked on one bike, but not the other. And I was just like, no, I'm not going down this road. I don't need this kind of customer service nightmare. But should all things work someday when I'm not busy, which, that's every day. I'm just sit around twiddling my thumbs all the time. We're gonna take the rim and motor housing and take the innards and then swap them on the Freedom 2025, I think, and put that bad boy on there, and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so beautiful. I know you guys have seen it. I have the dual crown Freedom 2024 Plus with the big old bug headlight. Haven't put out that video, still waiting, but it's here. It's just all been done in demo. And we know that the fork and the light will actually work on the Warrior and the Scout. And so that means you're looking at the Freedom, Cruiser, Warrior, Scout, and then we'll have a one-off Freedom with gold rims, and it's gonna be badass. Mhm,
Cleveland,
mhm.
Cleveland, Cleveland said he's a bit partial because he probably can't stand over the Ranger without compromising his manhood.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Wait, I'm pretty tall, like, if that was to
Well,
me,
you're
like, I'm
tall,
okay.
yeah, but in other words, he's not. Um, he's afraid he's gonna
It's not
rack
the
the
way it
top
is.
bar, rack the
It's
top
low
bar.
enough.
Yeah,
Let me
no,
tell you
20 inches.
guys, like,
Yeah,
don't sleep
I mean,
on
if
this bike. It's legit, and the price is good too. So, 27.99 in shipping, like, there's no need to wait on the Alpha Mini if you're just feeling it. And if
look
you
when
like
I
the
when I
colors,
when I bought my Ranger, I used your code. So
thanks. Thanks,
yeah,
guy. I
you're
appreciate you.
welcome. Sorry, Gary. I know, but he's the one that talked me into it. I was gonna use your code, Gary, but then he's the one that talked me into it. So I was like, all right. Um, Matt, have you ever
Tune
smoked?
Master G. Like, what kind of
Yeah.
hellscape living are you trying to go for right now? Have I done it? Yes. Is it murderous? Yes. Do I want to put that on video? No, because then you guys get the real personality and the rage monster that I would become from trying to like align and spoke a wheel. Like, holy crap, I don't want to lace a wheel ever again in my entire life. Thank you.
That was terrible.
There's a calculator out there that can help you, but if you have offset spokes, like there's so many wheel variations that you have to go through. Um, Also, if you look at the Ranger, like as I'm looking at it right now, here's a perfect example. I'm gonna do this again so y'all don't make fun of me. Here we go.
Hey, going.
I'm not gone. Here we are. Right. So if you look at the spokes, they're straight. They're straight off the motor. Right? It's like, "Oh, okay, I can find normalcy in that." They're a straight shot. They are not. These are crossed, which means not only do you have that pattern, but if you have an offset because of your brake on the hub, then you also have a different size spoke on one side versus the other. I will not ever lace a wheel again in my life. I will send that out. Somebody else will be doing any kind of wheel augmentations for me or upgrades. It's awful.
And that's what I think about
But
most mods that I have to do to a bike. It's
it's
awful.
how true players play. I know that. But not even Brad will do them. Like he sends them off. He farms it out.
Yeah, which
So
well, I
it
mean,
doesn't tell you.
if anybody's been on my
He
channel
does
for
a
a while, they
lot.
know that I have the bike shops do the work for me. It looks like James Brown. He's like, I want the Honda NSR 50 style e-bike. Look, the closest thing you're going to get to that is a Segway Cyber, right? I mean, you're basically talking about a straight up cafe motorcycle, and if you said dirt bike, or I'd be like, all right, well, now you're talking the Ghost Cat or X, but no, you're talking about a cafe bike. Um, yeah, Tune Master. He just got that new motor for his Be Cool Ranger. Oh, he's gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
Gary, Matt, check your messages. He just sent you a picture of the Escape Mountaineer blue with gold
Oh my
wheels.
gosh. I'm going in right now. Hold,
Yeah, and then you and
please.
then you can hold it up. You can hold it up to the thing,
All right,
and then
hang
we
on.
can see it. We can see it.
Wait. How did he message me? I wonder. Which one? Wait, did
Oh,
you text
email?
me, Gary? Yeah, he
No.
texted me.
Oh, okay. He has your number.
See, Gary, it's fortunate that I'm using my other phone to do this live so I can just go boom. There it is.
Let's see. Get it
Can you guys
close.
see that?
No,
Oh,
get it
hang on.
closer.
Hang on. I'm gonna have to see
Put it about where your
what's
head
going on.
is.
Where's
Yeah.
just
Because that's
crudely pasted this picture
now
over
push.
my face.
Now push in. There we go. Now hold it. and don't move at all. There you go. Oh God, we got Tim from Shoot the Chit here. Right? He's like, you guys look so sophisticated with your glasses on, dude.
You're right, Gary.
You know I'm
That
blind.
thing looks awesome.
You got a lot of people love
Actually, that
gold
looks
wheels.
really
It doesn't look
good.
bad. No, it doesn't look bad at all. It doesn't. Um, is Be Cool any good? That's what Cleveland. I haven't reviewed any Be Cool bikes. I think they look cool. I think they're gonna probably perform just as well as any of the other ones. Um, Tim, I saw that you put out your
Tim,
$1 million. I saw you put out Tim from Shoot the Chit. I saw that he. I saw the thumbnail of that $1 million bike that your custom e bike that you made. That I think you put a sex doll on it and then ran it off a cliff. I think
oh my
it sounds
God,
about. I think
what
it's
have I
about right.
missed?
I haven't seen it yet. That's the thing. I've literally not been on the
Y'all got
YouTube
me
all day
searching
long.
everything under the sun right now. I don't even like know what's happening. Hang on. Shoot
Just
the chit.
the chit. Just look at the thumbnail. Justin White says the Ranger. He
The
thinks the wheels look
silver
weird.
bullet.
Yeah,
What did you do, Tim?
he spray painted. Look, you can
How
see
many
he spray
rattle
painted that whole
cans
thing
does it
chrome.
take to make the silver bullet?
Oh, hang on a second. It's a female companion doll. It's what I'm not surprised that Tim
Oh
has
my
one though.
God.
To be honest, if you met this guy, you would know that 100%. And that was his side chick, guaranteed. His main female
Mhm.
companion doll did not have to go through that. Absolutely. Things just got weird.
Gosh. Oh Lord. All right, Scott. It is 11:46 here on the East Coast. Gary, you're up way too late. You guys
Yeah.
need to go to sleep. I don't know what y'all doing hanging out with
What are you
us
talking
talking
about?
about this nonsense.
It's 10:47 here.
I know
I don't know
it's
what
like
time. I don't know what
midnight
time it is for
here.
you. I know. You know, I normally go to bed by 9 p.m. anyways. But
5 o'clock.
yeah.
You have a
But I'm gonna have
binky in
to.
your hot toddy.
You know what? With
Make sure and take
the
yourself some
cold that I'm
silver.
dealing with. Yeah, the cold that I'm dealing with. It would be thought it'd be nice. Gaminator, is it the side chick? I'm guessing the side chick's the doll. Yeah. Are we freaking locked up again? No, he locked up, right? Are you guys still here? Or is this where YouTube goes weird on me again and just freezes the freaking live? Is anyone there? I'm visible. Okay, yes. He locked up. Good. It's not me. He is locked up. Still here. Great. So now I can talk all kinds of smack about Matt because he is frozen like that. Right. So let's talk about his weird back hair. All right. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't even know if the guy has that. He seems pretty smooth. He probably doesn't have any back hair. Um, yeah. If you guys haven't seen, oh, he gone. He gone. So it looks like it's just me. Shaboom! I took over. Um, it must be too much apple juice. Caminator said. Uh oh, his phone died. There it is. And he was one asking me if you were asking me did I have enough power going, but I was smart enough. I got plugged mine in during the chat. All right, guys. Well, it looks like let me see, Gary Scott. I'm looking at a StreamYard for live broadcasting. What do you think? Okay, so I've heard of StreamYard. I haven't used it, so um, I don't know. I might have to get some comments or get some experience from you since I know that Gary is going to be setting up. Well, they're not going to be lives yet, but he's going to be doing interviews such as I've been doing here on Bike Talk, and so he started to set up a studio. Gary, when are you thinking you're doing those? Oh, I think you said it was like the beginning of the year, 2026. I think is when you said you were going to start doing those. Oh, Chexologist stayed up till midnight. Thank you, sir. Sleep well. Um, Generation e-bike. That's one way to get out of alive. If you're just too tired, just boop. Um, yeah, yeah, we're just calling it off because he fell off. I appreciate you guys staying on here for 170 minutes. Oh my gosh. Scott, your sofa and wall colors match what I have going on. You're a man of good taste. I am, but those actually, my wife is the one that figured that out to include. I should put the bike on the wall. So um, he said he is coming back. Well, he's not. He can't get back in here. Oh, he does have the link that I texted him. I wonder if that actually works. I wonder if he could get back on here through the original link that I set on him to put him on the live. Interesting. Because things fall apart. We kind of figure it out as we go along. Uh, Gaminator, you enjoy bike talk. Thank you, Scott. No, thank you guys for like hanging out. This is nuts. Uh, ooh, Tune Master just bought a sidecar uh for the Frenchie in his thumb pick. Oh, look at this. Wait, look at this. Is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? I said ad. Back in the game.
Look at me. Like, I'm capable of all things. You just gotta give me enough time.
Do you understand how scary it was for me to try to keep them entertained while you were trying to get back on?
Oh,
That
I
was
gotta turn the
terrifying.
volume down. Like, you're being delayed here. Hang on just a second.
Yeah,
It's difficult.
dude. So you bought a sidecar for your friend, or you bought a sidecar for the Frenchie. Um, awesome. We just fostered a Frenchie right now. She's a little bitty nugget. That thing is on her Phoebe, but I call her feral Phoebe because she's kind of a puppy. So it's like, "Eugh." Does the bike on my wall have a battery in it? Yes, it does. Um, it's the Giant Trans XE plus 3. And then you see the sheet or you see the blanket that I have on the couch to keep the dogs from crashing out the nice leather couch with their nails. Don't give her that much power. Trust me, dude. Our house is very nicely decorated due to her. Let's not forget, I am a veteran, so military chic. So there would be camo netting hanging from most of this place if I was designing stuff.
Very true.
Eh, I mean, you've been here. Would you say? I think the place is pretty nice. What do you think, man? You've been here.
Second only to the Rover in the garage, right? I think that's
Which we
that's
still never
the
drove. We never
piece de
drove when you were.
resistance is the car. That's the one. Go drive that in your -5-degree weather, by the way.
I will. I might have
Yeah.
to on. Well, it doesn't bother me. I'll do it. I mean, you just dress the same way, right? I'll drive the Land Rover. Doesn't have windows, hood. What has a hood? Doesn't has like a
Mm.
bikini top on it. No heater, no power steering, no power brakes, no radio. But yeah, I have a VA appointment. I think on Tuesday. No, next week, following week. So I think Sandra's going to be at the cabin with the car, and so I'll just drive the Rover over there to the VA, or take a bike. I don't know the bike situation over there, so I might just have to drive it and then figure out what the bike situation is. That's how it works. Um, look at his thumb. How do I look at somebody's thumb
Top of the
nail?
helmet and Google's
Go to
thumbnails.
chin. Oh, yeah, he's got a little
Look,
Frenchie with it. That's cute.
Gary wants to visit you, but he doesn't want to come to Florida. He'd only come to visit his sister, right? I'm hurt.
Yeah, no, he said that he would stop by you. He would add you on his trip
What, do
for
I get
the
like a sidebar? Like you're going to Bucky's? Like this isn't like candied almond entertainment here, Gary. We do the real deal. We take you
you know
out, put you on all
here's
the different e-bikes, like all of it.
here's what's fun. I love putting bikes on marketplace and then getting the low ball offers. They bring me so much joy, right?
Tell him
You
about
you
your recent one's not lowball. That was nice.
what are you talking about? The reason what lowball offer?
Your goat predator
Oh,
situation.
um, all right, we'll put this out here for the chat. We got 36 people on
Yeah,
here. All right,
yeah.
so
Like people are
here's the thing.
listening.
I have the Power Goat, the one with the full frame battery. I have it up on Marketplace for sale. It's $5,000 retail. I'm like, I'll sell it for three. And somebody reached out and they have a graphite Predator that they want to know if I want to trade for. And I'm like, "Ugh, I don't have a Predator, but the whole point of me selling these bikes is to make room for the new bikes that are coming in.
Mhm, mhm.
So I'm like, do I take the Predator? I mean, I could then review it. Um, is this the season to review it? Snow and ice on a Predator? Eh.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, nothing like that. Yeah, you need that kind of horsepower, 300 and something freaking newton meters of torque on
Oh,
on, on snow and
I'm
ice.
you
So
know I
what?
triple batteried this alpha. I'm getting ready to do it to a predator. It's happening.
Yeah. So I'm like, do I make that trade or not? So this was just something that came up. Literally, I was talking to Matt before the live. So what do you
Mhm.
guys think? Should I trade or my goat, my Power Goat version 3 with the full frame battery? Should I trade that for a Predator?
Are we this like we're not debating this. Yes, you are. You're doing it. You've already done the goat. Like move along. You're good.
Um,
The goat is great.
I know, but it's not safe. Yeah. Um, Matt from or Tim from Shoot the Chit. He rode today in 40-degree weather and almost died. I don't know how or why I do it, dude. I don't know either, man. I never said I was smart. I'm just kind of tough, right? Um, Gamator, I made like a heated vest you can wear under your jacket. My chest never. All of this doesn't get cold, so I've got the layered up thing down to like a fine art at this point. Oh yeah, see, Gary said he'll come to Maddie. He'll come to you any day.
Thanks, Gary. I love you. I appreciate you, bud.
Um,
Tim, yo, what's up, dude? You never responded to my text. Like, I'm feeling hurt. I'm a little like feeling like baby in the corner right now because you like Scott more than me, and it just makes me feel bad. So if you could just like Instagram me, I don't even use Instagram, but I'll accept an Instagram message if you just want to like reach out. Holler at your boy. Like, what is it?
uh,
I'll spray paint your e-bikes if you need me to.
he'll put a second battery in it before you launch it off a cliff.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, it'll be fun.
Cleveland, he said that you guys have great inventory. When do you sell your bikes? Okay, I normally sell my bikes once. I mean, obviously after the review is complete, but really I have to look at what's coming in to what I have or what I'm sitting on. So me, it becomes a fact of logistics, right? Like I need room for these other bikes that are coming in. So then I will put like right now I think I have 6 or 7 up on up on Upper Up and Facebook Marketplace. But I love it when I'm selling something. I mean, none of the bikes that I have a lot of miles on it, and then I'll sell it. I'm like, yeah, I'll sell it for, let's say if the bike's selling for 1,200, then I'll sell it for eight. And then I love it when somebody comes in and low bids me on a bike. They're like $400, which is literally what came in during this live. $400, and for a bike that has 29 miles on it. I'm like, yeah, thank you, but no. Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, and who said Tim likes me, right? That's what Tim said. He said, "Who said I like
You
Scott?"
woke up and were like, "I love the fact that you've been sitting over my bed this entire Halloween special." You didn't even bat an eyelash, and then you guys went out and rode e-bikes. You like Scott, like, let's be clear. I know.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
read you bedtime owner's manual stories. Like, there cannot be any more clear explanation of likiness between the 2 of you.
Milk jug, milk jug handguards work wonders, and they are cheap. He said we held. Tim said we held hands off camera. Tim, you signed an NDA, okay? Let's don't even break up. Let's don't even talk about all the P Diddy baby oil. All right. Um, let's see.
Tune Master G. Yes, come on through. It may
Oh,
be that I live my alternate life and I'm working, but this shop is open 9 to 6. Tarpon Tom's e-bikes in Palm Harbor. Brad's going to be there. If not, Wes will be there, and you'll see the e-moto side of things. But either way, just get out here. It's right on the trail, so it's worth it, right? Every bit of the thing, all 50 miles was parallel to or on the trail that I rode today on the triple battery alpha, and it runs right by Tarpon Tom's e-bikes.
yeah.
So do it.
I like your trails that you guys have there. They're nice, right? I
Yeah,
mean, they you can go an awful long distance with those.
forever.
Yeah, probably.
We love
I mean,
them.
probably all around the state with so I mean, I thought Chicago, I mean, I thought my like trips to the cabin were pretty good, but you guys have some really nice bike trails around there. Better than the 606. I'm not going to say manicured better, right? And
Small Cheval is close to the 606-ish,
up
like,
along.
if we're talking relative vicinity to whatever I'm talking about, and they have the boozy shakes, and so, no, not better than the 606. I don't know if I round that out? I think I did. There's also the stop along for the smash burger, right?
Yeah,
Smash burger,
yeah,
mhm.
yeah, yeah. It is flatter. Mike Rochester, yeah, it's well, the 606 is pretty
Yeah, this
flat.
you come here to do your range tests when you really want all the range. So if you guys want to like the most maximum range in your range test, come visit me. I can get you there. But if you're looking to like, torture yourself in the freezing cold and do things that are just nonsensical, like go out in -5-degree weather and put on 5 layers of clothing and not be able to feel your hands when you come back and your snot's right here and you can't breathe through your nose, but it's fine, then go to Chicago. It's cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Go visit Scott.
yeah.
He likes visitors.
I will ride with somebody in this kind of weather.
Yeah,
Um,
good for you. Good for you. Kill your batteries. It's fine. Or
you know,
or
or
I'm still in short sleeve and I'm outside right now. I don't know
yeah,
what
that's true.
temperature it
Yeah,
is, but I've had enough apple juice that everything is fine. It's
it's
fine.
it's 4 degrees here right now. So
I have no idea. Well, look, hang on.
no, I mean, I was able to see. Mike Rochester, yeah, he wants another one of them smash burgers or even the boozy
Yeah,
shakes. Yeah, when people come and
61.
visit me, yeah, we it's 61. Oh, you're so brave. Good for
I
you. I'm
am.
surprised you're still outside right now.
I'm
You
a
put
little shivery, but it's
yeah,
fine.
you know,
Uh,
we have the chai or uh ARH9MM, a better pizza in Chi Town for sure.
Not
We
true.
do.
I have a food truck here, guys, straight out of Chicago. He makes,
Well,
deep dish and a thin crust that is out of this world, and he does it with, like, the true, crust style and, the dough. So, even if Scott said, "No way," I'd bring him here and put him there, and he would be fine, I promise. So,
yeah, but
next,
if he learned it all
ev
from Chicago, then you're literally having Chicago pizza.
there's a there is a company here, like a business that actually brings in water from New York for the pizza. Because the like, the it's not the aquifer, but they have, like, the limestone, granite, underground, whatever,
Yeah.
natural filtration, so the best Mike Rochester, is New York water really that great? Please answer yes or no. I'm waiting. I'm gonna sneeze
You're not
too,
gonna get it.
so
You're
you
not.
guys
Well, yeah, but you'll hear yours.
I have no mute button.
There you
It's
go.
like, I don't like, I can't touch it. I'm sorry.
Tune Master Scott, when you get that Predator, you should put some spike tires on there. Going what really mostly with Chicago. Well, okay, so the past winters, it's mostly been just like freakishly cold and not having issues with all the snow and ice. Right now, so far in Chicago, we are only a half an inch away from the entire amount of snow that we had last year, and the season has just started.
Yeah.
So
It's
that might be
nope.
something that needs to be done, I guess.
No, no, no,
Um,
no.
no one's using Jersey water. Yeah, Gary says he's going to start including EVs. Uh, yeah, because I mean, I think this market when it comes to e-bikes and electric mobility and all that kind of stuff, like it's all growing so fast. Where categories are switching, regulations are going to switch around. Um, so he changed it from bike talk to EV talk. Good, Gary. That's nice because that way I don't have to sue you. So I appreciate that.
Shut Oh, give it a rest. Like, come on.
You would come
You
on. You
act
think I
like
would
you're
sue
the
somebody over
first one
now?
on a live video. It's like, give it a
No,
it's like,
that starts
you have a good
bike talk,
thumbnail.
bike
Yeah,
talk.
fine. Well, guess what? Gary asked me to can I please be on your show? Just like I'll do the thing. It's fine. I'll say EV instead of e-bike. Also, you're gonna have a problem because you've got e-bike in your channel name.
Who's gonna have a problem?
Just Gary is Gary's e-bike adventures.
So if he's like talking about EVs,
Yeah,
like
what are
he
you
would
gonna do
have to
there?
change. No,
Yeah.
that's a good question. Yeah.
Gary's
I mean, you could
EV
still.
adventures? What
That's
do you
what.
like,
Look,
what do you do?
that's why I just kept it my name. My channel is my name because I didn't know where it
You
was gonna
did
go.
not. It's because you got Bane and all other crazy,
I
like,
said I
look at
didn't know where
me
my channel
taking
was
my
gonna
creatine
go.
powder. Uh-huh, uh-huh. That's fine.
So, all right. So, Cleveland wants to know what do you think about battery bags on like BMX handlebars? It could be done, right?
I mean, there's the kits that
You have the
they
extension
put the
kits.
batteries on the whole front of. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Who was it? American Bike Company. Is that right? Out of California that made the
I don't
cruisers
know.
and stuff. They
Or
would put
the
like the battery
electric
in the
ones.
front basket. I think that's
Yeah.
right.
Electric bike company.
Electric Bike Company. Yeah, what
They
I
are
say?
now out of business.
They are. They
He
are.
was he was something special. That guy was, oh my. And I'm still aggravated about that.
You know
Like,
what? They
they
had the
were in
coolest
the
feature though.
billion to $10 million um, asset class where there was no reclamation for those that were in the bankruptcy filing for that business. And I was in it because I did business with Electric Bike Company for repairs. But yeah, that's a whole other conversation. It's too late for me to get into that, but that's a very aggravating scenario, and I really hate the fact that they got to merger right before they went into bankruptcy. So all that stuff transitioned, they moved all the assets, and then they claimed that there were no assets for anyone to make a claim to in bankruptcy. While all these people just like they lost so much, like all those warranties went to crap, like everything is like that was a bad deal. I feel it was a bad deal. I
I
feel
got a
much
pop.
more than that, but since you guys don't wanna know about my personality in these videos, I'm not gonna express any more feeling at all except to say I feel
Oh,
really bad about that.
we want robot Matt. That's what we want. We want. Mm,
That guy was an
it-
asshat,
I just got
is an asshat.
um somebody's like, hey, I got Bears tickets for tomorrow if you're interested. I don't follow sports, so no.
Oh, 60 degrees or more? I will,
Oh yeah, no,
but
it's gonna be what
is
is
it cold?
tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be cold. I didn't think about that, but it doesn't matter. Like it wouldn't matter. I was like, yeah, I don't follow football, so what is it? 14 degrees is what it's gonna be tomorrow. So that's probably um
Dreadnoughts, look at Magician if you're not looking to go supersonic. The amp hours are less. You're comparable on output, but the feeling, the smoothness, the capabilities, like, and the
well, he's
refinement. That's
he's like
that's why you wanna look at Magician.
yeah, he's interested in just comfort and range. Just you'll want to switch out the seat on the Alpha immediately when you get it. Matter of fact, order a new seat before it even shows up.
Scarred for life. You
Wow, that was
you've been scarred for life.
the.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, oh my gosh. 10
The
miles in, and I'm like,
worst.
get me off this thing.
Yep, me too, bro. Like I'm
Yeah,
sitting here
I mean,
thinking.
it was just not, that seat's not made for childbearing hips. I can tell you that for sure. So,
Oh my god. Somebody sign us off of this live video. I need to go to bed.
it is like,
Whoever asked earlier, I am gonna get up. I'm gonna do something. I don't know what it is. I'm likely gonna just strap up and go for a live ride tomorrow on the triple battery Magician Alpha because I enjoyed it and I want you guys to see it with the weight. I'll if I go live, I can probably show you a no hands ride, so you can see that it actually does what I say it does and I'm not faking it. And that's mostly so we can keep viewership up and make the people happy, all those that expect something from the channel. While Scott, you're laying your pretty little head upon your pillow and trying to keep warm because it's freezing cold outside.
well, I mean, I do have that heated mattress pad that is the season.
I don't know what
That
you're talking
is,
about. I don't
uh,
what? What?
it's on the
Do I
guest
don't? I
bed.
don't know what it
Did
is.
did you turn it
I
on?
don't.
You were up there.
I mean, I'm not admitting to these things. Like you let Tim sleep in the same damn bed. No freaking way would I ever admit that that happened. No, no, no. Was never
Oh,
there. I have no idea what you're talking about.
okay. So Tongue Master
None.
says I would really like your opinions on the Meat One e-trikes. Now, I have not reviewed them, but I think Gary has. Gary's
Gary,
reviewed like every
Gary,
trike
chime in.
that, yeah. He would be the one to talk
He's
to
been
about that.
on
I have not
top
reviewed it.
two for them.
Yeah, I think they asked me to review one, and at the time, like, Electric wants to send me the 750 trike because I reviewed the 500 watt, and I'm like, guys, I literally don't have the room for it. So yeah, so
I
I've
liked it,
the,
and I don't like trikes. Like I whipped it in a circle and did
I
all
know
the
I watched
stuff
your
and
live
did
with
the
it.
climb and the power. It's like, yeah, it's not bad. You can sit super tall on that trike. Holy cow. It's way, way, way high. So I was not
Answer the question,
disappointed.
Gary. Answer the question about the where'd it go? Not the one he retracted. Gary's like typing messages real quick and then like taking it away. I read that last
Coon
one.
Master
The
G,
meat one.
you need to reach out to Gary's e-bikes adventures. He is the resident expert on Meet One trikes. He's had probably, I know for a fact, two different versions, and I believe it's more than that. So talk to Gary. We trust Gary. Gary, don't let us down. Don't let us down,
Cleveland, he said,
please.
try to look in on the Rivian also. Yeah, that's been mentioned. We're gonna be in we're going to
Also,
CES. We're gonna yeah, the Rivian also that I know. So we're gonna be there at
it's never
CES.
gonna
That
make
bike
it.
should be there. The technology though.
Sure. And then after they, go kaput, like, it gets
I mean,
washed.
I don't think
I
they
don't know.
care. It's Rivian. I don't know. But I don't know
I
enough about
know.
it. I've seen the things where you can modulate it, because I mean, I think they call it also because it can also be this kind of bike, or it also can be this kind of bike, or it can also be that kind of bike. Um, I think the technology is interesting. Well, I'm hoping that I get a chance to get it to look at it really close at CES
Yes.
to give it
Yes,
a try.
Brad. They will also go bankrupt. No, I don't think
No,
bankrupt is the
Rivian
thing.
won't.
Like, it's tied to Rivian. They're
They'll close that
supported, but
department.
there's
Yeah.
just yeah, they're just gonna shutter it. Like, that's how that'll go. That's what I believe. But it'll be cool while it lasts, and I definitely wanna try one because wow, like, holy wow is all I can say, but I never imagined that much inside or applied to an e-bike of that nature, so we shall see. Do you really
Well,
think they're gonna be there, Scott? Are they gonna be there?
at CES, probably. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, they have other cool things in the works. I mean, CES just isn't about e-bikes. It's about all kinds of um
I
what
know,
is it?
I can't
Consumer
wait.
Electronics Seminar, I think is what it stands for, or something like that. So we're going to see all kinds of stuff
Symposium, isn't
that's
it?
well, probably that sounds like it. Yeah,
Is it
which
fancy
is
word?
I like to yeah. Yeah, I like that word better. But they're gonna have all kinds of electronic stuff there, so it's gonna be not just e-bike things. That's why it goes on for so many days. You can't see everything that's there like on one day. It's like going to Disneyland. So,
Mm. Mhm, mhm, mhm.
all right, dude, I'm gonna hop off
All right,
here. I want to
Scott.
thank everybody.
Me too.
We still have 37 people on here. You guys do this is a
Y'all
Saturday
crazy,
night. What are you
but I
doing?
appreciate you.
Right? It's
Scott
like
may not love you, but I do.
that's not true. That's not true. That is that's not true.
You'll be. I take it back. I take it back.
Yeah, I know.
Scott
I'm like
cares
I'm
for
like
you
now my
all.
now my feelings were hurt, and I'm like, I don't know how to react right now. I'm like processing all of that. Um,
He wants all of you to enjoy the ride.
I do.
Every one
I
of you,
do. I do.
sincerely.
I enjoy the ride, so I want other people to enjoy the ride. All right, guys,
All right, my
have a
brother.
great night. Have a
I
great
appreciate you
weekend.
having me on here. Hey,
Um,
yo, like all of this is possible because of e-bikes, but I'm really happy that I met you and that we're able to do this kind of stuff. And for all these people here, like everyone that's hung with us, allowed me to drink apple juice and just open up about this thing and do that stuff. I appreciate all of it. Like, I cannot believe that this is what my life incorporates now. Right? I have duality. There's professional me, and then there's this me, and then I get to do this kind of stuff on a Saturday night. So, Scott, like I value our friendship, and I want you to know that. Thank you very much. I,
I, I
sincerely.
also no, I value your friendship as well. I've made some of my best friends. Well, are in this community, right? And which was funny because
Yeah.
my wife brought that up too. She was like, she's like, can you imagine? She was like, isn't this crazy? Like, this is what your life is now. She's like, you travel to different places, you meet
Yeah.
bike manufacturers, you get to try these different bikes. You're making a good living doing it. She's just like,
YouTube.
yeah. I mean, and who would have thought, guys? So if you're not big on YouTube yet, or I mean, I don't feel like I'm big on YouTube yet, but if you're just starting out, look, just record.
Keep
That's it.
trucking.
Hit the
Yeah.
record button, throw it up
Press the
there,
button.
see what happens. With that
Yep.
being said,
I feel that.
Matt, thank you very much. I love you, buddy.
Yes,
And
sir.
yeah, I know Mike Rochester's on it. I love you too, buddy. I don't want him to feel missed out. I see his little see his little
Easy,
heart stuff
Mike.
right there. Yeah.
We'll call you a
And I
little bit. I
appreciate and I
promise.
appreciate all you guys. So thank you very much. Have a great night. We'll catch you on the next one.
You're not gonna do the tagline? You're not gonna say it?
Enjoy the ride.
Thank you. Oh my god. I thought it was just leave me hanging on that one. Wait.
Yeah, I'm doing it
Recharge,
right now.
unplug, go the distance.
There
And
you
if you
go.
haven't already, give us a like and subscribe on YouTube. It is our primary. And if you're
Oh
in
my
the area,
God.
check out E-Bikes of Tampa Bay, Florida. In that Facebook group, make an event and go for a ride with your friends. I'm going to sleep. I'll talk to y'all
Oh my
later.
gosh, I'm holding back a
Mike,
cough.
good
Would you
night.
just bye bye?